Lord.
Eh.
God.
Why? Change it back.
No, I'm
Change
not
it
changing it back.
I don't mess with yours. I don't have the ability to.
Oh.
I'm not blaming you.
Look at mine.
Oh.
Fuck.
What? One me.
I don't even know how y'all do that, to be honest with you. I have no
Help!
idea. Still to this day.
Help!
Help! Somebody help me!
That's
Yo.
for later.
What's up, everybody? We're back for another episode of the LTC straight out of East Tennessee. Thursday night episode. It's a bit out of the ordinary for us to be here on a Thursday. Yo, throwback to the old LTC days, though, because we used to do Thursdays. Do y'all remember that?
Yep.
Yeah. I do. Damn, we did.
Do y'all remember when we used to do 2 episodes a week?
God. Do you remember when we used to do Zoom at like 10 p.m.?
I do remember that. Let me get this tweet out real quick. While viewers are rolling in. There we go. Dude, for a minute I was starting to sweat because the comments were dead and I was like, oh, nobody's watching us, but viewers are coming in. Thank you guys.
Oh. I said I wouldn't drink, and I already drank. And now
I definitely don't even drink, but I'm going to drink. I'm going to drink some of this lovely Sweetwater beer that was provided to me. This is a relic from Talladega.
Is that the one that went missing Sunday?
Went missing?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Can we screen grab that? Can I use this?
Shout out to Roger
that I
here.
can use?
No, I honestly don't know what you're talking about, Dalton.
We'll talk about it after.
Okay. No, shout out one of the boys.
Shut up, bitch.
We bartered.
There is no competition. We're a NASCAR podcast.
Competing with the draft.
Football.
Dude, honestly, there's no way that people sat there and just intently watched the television, like, between every pick.
Bailey?
Dude, look, I got it on.
Yeah, I need to get mine going, too.
Have they picked yet?
Nah.
No.
I can't wait to see Caleb come up there and he's like, I don't want to
Look at my
to
nails.
Chicago.
Look at my nails.
Oh,
I want to go home cuddle my dog and watch Netflix.
Why
At least he probably takes care of his dog, unlike
I
you.
bet you Ian's like,
yeah, dude.
Caleb
Williams didn't get rid of his dog.
Yeah. And
my dog is still doing good.
See, this is the way to watch the draft with Pat. That's the way I've done it for the last 2 years.
Yeah, I'm not listening, so I can't.
What's up, Summer?
Hey, Summy.
Hey, it's the LTC from East Tennessee. We're gonna talk about some Talladega. We got a guest though. Before we intro ourselves, we got a guest.
We do have a guest.
That
guest is a longtime friend of the show. He's been on here. I want to think this is his 3rd time, maybe.
I think it's 3.
So he's been in here 3 for Dell, absolutely. You know, in a time which I feel like it's starting to gain a little bit more notoriety, whether that be for the good or the bad. There was a long period of time where ARCA had absolutely zero coverage. Nobody was ever talking about it, but this guy was, and he's always had really intriguing content. I was a fan of his before he came on the show. Me and Jacob both loved his content, and now we get to call him a friend, which is pretty cool. But not only is he doing the content side, but the dude's strapping himself into these cars too now. So let's bring him on out here. Y'all know him as Start and Park Car. What's up, Colby?
Hello, everyone. How are you? Good to be back.
Oh, we have another special guest who's just joining us. Who just popped in on the wings of an eagle.
Dude, what's up?
Hey, what's up? Hey, we got a
Yeah.
full house, baby.
He's got like an actual setup.
Dude, I'm in a hotel room.
Crazy how
Yeah.
like your internet is and your like visuals are 1,000 times better.
Listen, this internet is good in certain time frames, but I can't promise it'll be great the entire time.
Are you on a phone or a computer now?
This is a computer.
Okay. Yeah, dude, you look crystal clear. So that's lovely. You're riding on the wings of an eagle, and I'm riding on the wings of an F1 car. I don't know
There you
why I
go.
chose this as my background, but
Yeah, I see it now.
Beautiful.
It looks real. It looks like that's your real seat. Hey, Colby.
it is.
Hi, Jack. Hey, what's up?
What's up, man?
Jacob, just steal their router. That'd probably be a good start. Boys, we're back. We're back from Dega. What a time. There's probably a lot that we can't talk about, which is fine. We'll skip over some of that stuff. What happens in Dega stays in Dega. Isn't that what they say?
I think so.
But before we dive into that, we're going to turn this into a little quick interview with Colby. It's been a while since you've been on, man. So tell us about where you've been. I'm going to put you up here.
It's been a long time. So it was mid-2023, you know. I feel like saying this is weird, but I'm 22 now. I was 21 then. I feel like, well, I'm not getting any younger. Money's not going to be any better at this point. So might as well see what opportunities I got. And I just said, screw it, let's go racing. So I got in touch with my good friend. You guys might know the name, Will Kimmel, a family member of Frank Kimmel, who you guys might be more familiar with. They run a series called the Salem Supercars. It's in Salem Speedway in Salem, Indiana. And basically what it is, it's an old school steel body cup car from like the mid 2000s. It can be really any era steel body cup car, but they run a spec 602 crate engine. They make about 350 horsepower. And it's kind of like a track championship type series. You know what I'm talking about? The series that just primarily runs at one track. And I wanted to get that in before I go to ARCA. I did get approved. I got approved in the off season. What people might not know about me, and I really don't talk about it that much, is my very failed, bad, horrendous dirt career, where I wrecked twice and flipped twice. But I don't like
Let's
to
talk about it.
No, I like
Now that you bring it up.
No, I'm not talking about it. And the worst part was, it wasn't even my stuff. It was a friend's stuff.
Ouch.
Yeah, I know. And we weren't even racing. We were testing.
How long ago was that?
Huh?
How long ago was that? 18?
2019.
19. Okay.
That's before COVID hit. But yeah, so thankfully those credentials were enough to get approved, which is not enough credentials. That's why I'm doing the stock car gigs to help me get approved. And the biggest challenge for me was, I'm like, I think I can do this. Just getting in the damn car. I'm telling you, these drivers today are thankful that they're only like 5'7". Being 6'4" and trying to get into a race car, it's not easy. It is not easy. Thankfully, the car I was driving was an old Bill Davis car that Michael Waltrip drove. So the car was built for a very tall person. So I was able to comfortably slide in. And we had 8 cars. It was not a very big field, but, you know, experience is experience. Ran the tires off of it, finished 7th. But, you know, I finished in one piece. I didn't crash it, and I had a great time. And, yeah, now we're looking forward to hopefully running the ARCA race at Iowa in a couple of weeks. Still searching for sponsorship, but because I'm pretty much funding it out of my own pocket. I mean, I'll admit that. I'm not a daddy's money rich kid. It's my money. And so... yeah, just looking to live the dream, man. If I can't do this for a long time, that's fine. I just want to say, I want a racing reference page. Number one, I want that, but I just also want to live the dream, and I want to prove all the bullies in high school wrong, man. That's number one thing, because all the bullies in high school said NASCAR, you're a fat loser. NASCAR doesn't matter. Look at me now, motherfuckers. I'm a race car driver.
So tell me about once you got it going, when was your first time setting your tail in a stock car and actually making laps?
In a race or like testing?
Just testing.
Well, I guess, I don't know if it counts. Do you guys count a driving experience car, or do you want a real stock car?
On your own, like a real stock car. One that's not as, like, controlled.
Okay. It actually was a driving experience car because I actually have done, you know, ride-alongs. You guys know the Rusty Walsh driving experience?
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah. I actually did ride-alongs as a driver ride-along when they needed people for a week, and 2 of their guys had COVID, so they got sick. I knew the hauler driver, so I was able to do ride-alongs. That was the first time I'd actually been in a stock car driving it at Iowa. That was about 2021. Then I went to go test at Salem Speedway about 4 or 5 weeks ago with the Kimmels, and that was adventurous, man. When you go to a racetrack like Salem, it's not a very well-known short track, but there's no high groove, there's no low groove, there's one precise groove, and you have to nail it every single time to go faster on that track. I didn't do that very well. I did not do that very well at all, and but like I said, I didn't crash it, and I didn't blow the motor. I'll call that a success. Because, like I said, I admit I'm still a rookie at this, but no, like I said, we're going to be talking real well, and if all else works out, I can't reveal which team, but if all else works out, we'll be at Iowa Speedway driving. Not sure if it's going to be a start and park. Not sure if it's going to be a full race deal, but now I just got to get my foot in the door. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it all literally has to start somewhere, right? So what is that feeling like? Like when you were taking down those laps when you were testing, and this is something that we had talked about with Braden. This is something that really does fascinate me. What kind of mentality do you go into, and like, what's that adrenaline rush like?
And it's weird because the first time I did it can be very nerve-wracking. And I admit, when I was strapping behind the belts, my nerves were riling up, like my guts. It felt like my guts were trying to pour out, man. Really had this weird sense, but it's weird at the same time. When you get all strapped in and you slam that visor down, you fire it up, it's like all of a sudden your mind goes blank, but in a good way. And all you're thinking about is driving. You're not thinking about anything else. You're not thinking about your girlfriend, your ex-girlfriend. You're not thinking about anything. You're not even thinking about women. I'm trying to use it as an analogy. You don't think about anything but that racetrack. So you get going, you get through the gears, and I'm telling you, there's nothing that can really set you up for than flying into turn one. And when that car sticks in, because the nerve-wracking part for me was going into turn one, and that car is not going to stick. And the mentality that the Kimmels told me is if you go into the corners and you don't believe that car is going to stick, that's when you crash. But when you have that confidence that car is going to stick, the stars will align and you're full speed ahead. And then once I got the confidence that car stuck, I picked up over a second. The funniest part about that test was, so we go to a short track, and you know how you use brakes, right? I was using too much brake. So you tell a kid who has not been in a stock car a whole lot to go into turn one at 140 miles per hour and don't use the brake pedal. Needless to say, I was scared to death. But no, we made it work, and like I said, it was a lot of fun. Like I said, I want to do this so much more, but let's face it, everyone's like, oh God, they'll let anybody drive nowadays. And it's like, yeah, anyone can drive as long as you got money. I mean, it's not even an insult. Anyone can do it as long as you got the money. It's not even an insult at this point. Because with some of the drivers we've seen, Chris Wright, with some of the drivers we've seen in this day and age, it doesn't matter how talentless you are. It does not matter at all. Anyone can do it with money. Anyone can.
Incredible. I appreciate that insight. I guess, so I don't want to deter too far away from you racing, but you already threw like a name out there. Who are some of these guys right now? And this isn't in any way trying to like roast or like be derogatory at anybody, but who are some of the people in ARCA right now that are on that less talent, but dude, they've got the money, so they're there?
Can't exactly keep going with that because I'm technically going to be on track with them in a couple months.
True, that's fair.
I don't care if I mention Chris Wright. He's got me blocked. I don't like him. He doesn't like me. I don't care. He is awful. Everybody knows it. He is so bad. He's gotten fired from Xfinity teams and truck teams, and now he's down to ARCA. Okay, I don't like him. He doesn't like me.
Dump his shit, dude. Dump his fucking shit, bro.
Jacob, where are you? You're just an eagle.
Yeah, dude, I'm a goddamn eagle.
Okay. There he goes. All right, Colby. So what is your plan? I mean, and I know that this is probably like a really open-ended question, but what is your plan? Let's say 3-year plan for Colby Evans as a race car driver.
Well, like I said, right now we don't really have much for sponsorship. It's pretty much, like I said, I'm coming out of my own pocket. And I'll admit right now, if I don't have a sufficient sponsorship money, the races I want to get under my belt, we're going to do Iowa, IRP, mainly because I'm going there for the Indianapolis race, so I figured I might as well try my hand at the IRP track. Kansas Fall, because you got to run a 1.5 miler before they will approve you to go to the Daytona test. So I do Kansas, the season finale race in Toledo, just because it's the championship race. The Daytona test, which will then get you approved to run the race, and try to run the Daytona race. Following that, probably Talladega, if I have the money. If not, save that for Iowa again. And then, let's see here. I think that's kind of, I don't really know. I can't really give you a 3-year plan, mostly a 1-year plan, 2-year plan. It'd be great to still be doing this in 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously the hope and the goal. So I know this is a taboo topic for a lot of race car drivers, and I personally don't understand why. I wish there was more transparency in this, but what are the expenses for like a normal race weekend? And I'm talking like travel, lodging, fuel to get there, whatever hauler you're taking to get there, whether that's your own truck loaded up on a trailer or what, plus the cost and labor behind having a crew out there
The
with
fire
you.
suit, the helmet, the whole damn thing. Yeah.
So for one guy, and let's say you already have the car, okay, and you can add this on at the end if you wanted to give us like a little bit of insight into like more of a low range ride versus a piece of equipment that's going to be up front consistently. What does that look like in terms of finances?
It is hard to judge that because every race has a different so-called price. For instance, like with Brad Smith, I'm not sure if you guys know, it might have been changed since the last time because, inflation's jacking everything up. Last time I checked, racing fuel was close to $13 a gallon.
And so this might be an ignorant question, but roughly how many gallons will a car go through at a traditional short track?
Well, ARCA still does run the bigger fuel tanks. We run the 22-gallon tanks. On a short track, if you really tried, especially with a motor that's underpowered, so you're not going to use as much, you can probably almost go the entire race on one tank, but, you don't like to run a car out of fuel. Probably close to, this is just Brad, this is us, not bigger boys. Let's see here, probably close to 15 to 16 gallons of fuel a weekend, and that's if we run the whole race. I mean, if we start and park, 5.
Right. Okay, so there's a couple hundred roughly budgeted. What does a fire suit cost?
That depends on also where you get it. If you want the nice companies or you want the cheap ones, all companies are good. That's not taking anything away from
Right,
other
they have a certain safety
requirement.
requirement.
Rating, yeah. A lot of lower budget teams will choose from G-Force racing gear. I kind of have a mix of everything. A lot of people like to go with Simpson, Alpine Stars, East Sparco, Simpson. Those can range K1 speed. Those can range upwards to close to $2,000. You could probably get a decent fire suit from Speedway Motorsports and G-Force for about $1,000. Honestly, any kind of helmet will really work as long as it's a full face helmet with a visor. Like for instance, I use a motorcycle helmet. I gutted the motorcycle helmet out and I put some fire resistant foam in there. That's what I use for my fuel duty. Gloves, I actually use my driving gloves just to change tires. I only have one pair of gloves. It's the easiest to use.
Now, how much are racing gloves normally, though? Like, if you were to go somewhere and buy them?
Racing gloves are about $80.
Okay.
$80. Unfortunately, it's the bigger your hands are, the more expensive they're going to be. So if you have small hands, it'll probably be about $15, $20.
Dude, I'd be okay. I'd have a cheap pair of gloves.
Yeah, so and then like I said, the car, like I said, depends on how you do it with Brad's budget. Travel costs, he'll do it as cheap as possible. You have the people that'll stay in these nice 5-star hotels, but then you have Brad who will sleep in the truck and then he'll go take a shower at the Love's Travel Stop. I mean, whatever makes it work, you know? And so his Daytona is always the most expensive because the hotels like to scam the crap out of us. And that'll range by about $3,000. But then weekends like Kansas, he won't stay anywhere. He'll just sleep in the truck and then go shower at a gas station. So that'll probably cost him $20 for the shower. Again, it can range.
Right.
The will to compete is what I respect. But like I said, for the Benrini guys, I can't give out their expenses. I'm too tight with Big Bill. I can't
Yeah.
give that out.
So, in not just like looking at Venturini at all, but like if you were to give a range for a bigger team, would you say that their expenses are like 1 time greater, 5 time, 10 time, 100 times greater than what a smaller team is spending?
If I'm comparing Brad Smith to, or like Tarkin Arca, like Brad Smith to Venturini,
Sure, yeah, that works.
I would say easily close to 15 to 20 times more. But that's also because they run 5 cars. I would say, let's say 1 car. If you take Venturini, 1 car would put to say probably about 5 to 10 times more a race, and that's more really motor because I'm not the biggest fan of Elmore engines. I think they're hurt in the series, but besides that point, I would say 5 to 10 times more for 1 car. But with their 5-car budget, I would say 15 to 20 times. I could still be off of that myself, but that's my best guess.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have an air-conditioned hauler, man. I'm telling you, those days at the track when it's 100 degrees
I bet.
and all you can do is go into a hot trailer.
I bet. Yeah, that extra budget is a lot better at those points. What's up, Dakota? We are just getting some ARCA insight from Colby here. I'm trying to think of another. How much does it cost to get a NASCAR license? So what's the licensing fee?
Well, the best part about that is I can actually talk about that because, you know, I wish NASCAR would upload this. I know why they don't. But ARCA does have a competitor site where you can literally look at everything a driver would need. So a hard card is about $1,300. A non-hard card but full season license is $600. That's for driver. And other prices depend on which you're running. The main division, the East Division, or the West Division. They can actually vary in prices because obviously the East Division and West Series divisions don't run as many races, so they're not going to charge as much.
Gotcha. Okay. So now, you know, you've said a few times.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
All right, searching for sponsorship. Where are you going to search for sponsors? Are you sticking to like a social media platform? Are you going like business to business? Like, hey guys, I know you're a local shop. I'm a local driver. I'm going on to X Speedway. Do you guys want to sponsor me? Like, what is your plan to gain sponsorship?
Honestly, man, I tell you, it's kind of the one thing I really realized is you know who your friends are in this business until you're going to do something that they're doing. And while we're still friends, I discovered that when I asked a lot of these people on, you know, what their plan was to try to get some insight, they didn't tell me jack shit.
Oh, of course they won't. You're a competitor at that
No,
point. Yeah.
what I'm trying to say is I learned that, and with no PR team behind me, my PR team is my father, who hardly knows the back of his own head. Honestly, man, I don't have much of a plan. I'm just kind of sending emails. I'm just kind of sending stuff. I mean, I don't really have a plan. Like I said, if I can get a couple of years on this done my belt, maybe a plan. But I've literally just been sending emails, cold calling. A couple of ARCA drivers who actually genuinely like me have given me a couple of tips. But the problem is, you know, they just have an established career. They have a PR team that can hype them up like there's no tomorrow. I don't really have that. It's really hard for me, and I'm just hoping that, you know, once I can make that announcement, I can put out on my Twitter and maybe we'll get something. But if not, like I said, for now, I'm putting the whole bill. And I don't really want to do that, but that's what you got to do in this.
In the ARCA series, is there like a universal sponsor that's kind of open to sponsoring any driver? Because, you know, like
what Camping World did a couple years ago.
Camping
with all
World,
the trucks.
Chevy does it. Chevy's just kind of like you're a Chevy driver, like Chevy accessories, truck season. You know, like sponsors, like if they're like a universal for ARCA.
Yeah, but the problem, though, is that the top teams lock those down. Like, even though I'm driving, for instance, like if I drive Brad's Toyota, this example, if I drive Brad's Toyota or Brad Chevrolet, we're not going to get support from Chevy because they're already, the Pinnacle team that Connor Zilch drives for, they're already with them.
Okay.
They're not going to come down to us. And that goes the same thing if I was driving one of Wayne's Toyotas. We're not going to get Toyota support because they're already with Venerini and Gibbs. It's just, unfortunately, it doesn't work like that for teams like us. I've definitely talked to a couple of people in local companies, but as for primaries, it's really hard. I'll admit, it's hard to sell yourself in a series like this that is not, I'll bet it's mainstream, it's on television, but we don't have the biggest audience. The average person knows what NASCAR is, but the average person is what's an ARCA. The average person just doesn't know what ARCA is, unfortunately, but the average person does know what NASCAR is. It's a lot easier to see yourself in the top 3 rankings than it is in the ARC series. I would say, heck, I would say at this stage in the game, with how much the series has grown, it's easier to sell yourself in the Cars Tour than it is in ARCA, with how much they are on Flow Racing and how much they're getting hyped up like crap from Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does Menards not even sponsor you guys? Just slap their logo on the car just to have something filled just to kind of promote their shop.
Well, we already have that anyway. All spoilers in ARCA are already sponsored by Menards, and their affiliate companies are the contingency decals. So it's kind of already there. But no, I am John Menard. I'm sure if I probably asked him face to face, he might. But am I going to get that chance? No. But yeah, not really. No.
Okay.
Can I ask this? What if a certain podcast, I don't know, but what if a certain podcast wanted to do a live podcast at an ARCA event and make it fun as fuck? Do you think ARCA would welcome that with open arms?
100%. Depends on which track, though, too, because if you were going to do something like that, it would have to be an ARCA standalone date, because I'm telling you, when it's just ARCA standalone, it's so much more relaxed and so much fun. But then when the big boy NASCAR guys are there, we're treated like the child. We're treated like the middle child that nobody wants when NASCAR is there. But when it's just us, oh god, it's so much fun.
Yeah, I've had conversations with Zachary Tinkle and Brayton about it. So I would love to do it this year and just get all the boys together and just have a bunch of different drivers, team owners, crew chiefs, fans, super rambunctious and rowdy like we always do. But we might have to put that together.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, there's a lot of drivers in the garage that would be up for it. I mean, everyone wants to get their brand out there, no matter what, especially in ARCA. We all can't. I love her, but we all can't be like Tony Breidinger, unfortunately. We're not all blessed like her. And I will say, contrary to everyone's belief, she's an absolute sweetheart in the garage. You might not think she is, but she really is.
Honestly, I've not heard a single bad thing about her yet.
No.
She won me over at Daytona this year with her interviews. That
was
won me
hilarious.
over. Yeah. Immediately, I was like, okay, I'm a fan. All right, so you're seeking sponsorship, obviously, and you don't have to get into a specific detail here, but how much funding are you looking at getting in terms of if you were to crowdfund or crowdsource, what would be that target limit for how much money you're seeking to raise?
Well, per race, I'd be looking close to 25,000. Per race would be about 25,000. It would be about probably $500,000 to 600,000 for a year, and that's just to drive these smaller teams. I can't exactly give the figures for Venerini, but it's a lot. Because a lot of these lower budget teams, they don't have crash clauses. Really, where the teams get you in that money is the crash clause, even though most of the time they'll give it back to you if you don't have to use it. But for instance, I guess, I don't know, Bill, I hope Bill doesn't kill me when I say this, but I think for Venerini, it's $50,000 to drive, $50,000 to crash clause, $100,000 a race.
I see. And so if it comes back in one piece, you haven't destroyed anything and it's clean?
Most of the time, what they will do is you don't get the money back, but they transfer that to crash clause money to the quit.
I see. Okay.
Unless you're Connor Jones and you tear up stuff every damn race.
Right. So it is actually quite expensive if you're a knucklehead.
Yeah, but
Like
you know,
on the driver.
yeah, it really is. But I mean, when they have those rich fathers, who cares? You know?
I feel like that's
Right,
good though.
yeah.
Like it kind of teaches you not to be a knucklehead because if you want to
And
make it in
right,
another
unless
series,
you have like Colby just said, unless you have like a dad.
yeah, if you got a rich daddy, but at some point somebody's like, it's not a tax write-off. Like you're kind of costing me some fucking money. Like we're
Right,
not
yeah.
cool yet,
Son,
so.
you're gonna have to get your shit
It
together.
builds discipline. If you're gonna do it and be a bonehead, I guess in the ARCA series is probably your best bet because
Yeah, like I said, it does set some boundaries. Like, you know, when you get into Wayne's cars, it's like, you know, you can't be an idiot out here. You know, if you crash that car, it's on your pocket. It ain't coming out of Wayne's pocket. You're gonna pay him, and he's got to fix it. And it's just, you know, you don't have that safe crash car line. It's fine. You know, that's part of racing, and I think it adds more of a challenge, and more importantly, it keeps you extra focused.
is that the case for you too? So if you hop in a car, you get caught up in an accident, who's paying for the damage?
Doesn't matter what happens. I could get junked. I still got to pay for it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because the rule is because they will use this excuse on you. Well, the car wasn't damaged when it left the shop, and that's kind of the weak thing to say. But at the end of the day, they're not wrong. So
Yeah.
that's kind of the ruling, and you know, you just got to accept that. And I mean, I'm confident that if I can get on the track in an ARCA race, other than Chris Wright, I think everyone will treat me with great respect.
Do you hypothetically anticipate that he would maybe run you a little hard?
I could see him absolutely dumping me 100%.
Okay, all right.
Now, if somebody does that, all right, let's say somebody absolutely just dumps your shit, right?
Intentionally.
Are you fighting? Like, are you throwing fists?
Well, you know, that depends on who it is. If it is Chris Wright, it's on, dude.
Are you keeping the helmet on, or are you taking the helmet off?
It's on site, bro.
I think I might beat him with my helmet. I don't know.
Okay, all right. There we go.
So would you
all right.
theoretically though, would you chase him down back on the track and try and catch up to him just so you could dump him? Would you rather do that first, or would you rather just like park it and just
That's a
like,
revocation of license. I don't know about that one.
I don't want to lose the chance to drive again.
Yeah.
It's like,
Maybe
bro, let me
afterwards
race.
beating the shit out of
Yeah.
him. Sure, I'll take the fine. If I'm already gonna pay for the car, I'll beat your ass and take the fine too. I'm not gonna like revoke my license. Yeah.
Kyle Busch, Ron Hornaday.
If it was 100%,
Chase
like,
Elliott Harvick?
like he 100% took me out, I could see maybe Venturini helping out a little bit, because at the end of the day, you know, Billy's Billy. We all love him. We all hate him. He's a character, but he ain't stupid at the same time.
Right. There's a reason why they've been a force for so long in the ARCA series,
If he
right?
sees one of his guys or gals tearing stuff up on purpose, he's going to step in. I mean, he can be a bad guy, but he can also be your best friend. Billy's a character, and I love Billy. He's a good guy. I love Big Bill. Everyone loves Big Bill. We're a family in the garage. It's like that. The drivers might not be as much of a family with each other, but the old ARCA family is so close. When anyone needs a helping hand, like for instance, up until Coy passed away a couple of years ago, we would get the 18 practice tires. Instead of turning them into General Tire, the 18 would simply write them off, and we would give them to us, the 40 team. Just kind of as, you know, like, hey, we respect y'all for being out here, man, and we appreciated that. Unfortunately, since Coy passed, they no longer do that because I guess they don't want to. But Rev Racing has started to do that for us, so that's where we've been thankfully getting our tires. I can't remember the last time we actually started a race on fresh tires.
So we did the whole like Bristol fan experience in the infield. And when we were talking about it, they were talking about how different lower tier series will go around and they'll buy extra tires from other guys. Is that something that you guys have to do? Do you go to a team and you're like, hey, $500, can I buy your 3 sets of tires that are scuffed up off your wrecked car?
Yeah, Carl Long and his guys are notorious for that. At the Kansas race last fall, when the 91 crashed out early, we went out there and got 2 sets of their tires.
Okay. Yeah, that's what we were told. We were told that teams will do that. They'll just kind of like run to the pit stall and they're like, hey, dude, your car's wrecked. Can I buy your tires for X amount of dollars? Yeah.
It actually ties into something that Denny Hamlin was rightfully complaining about is that just goes back to Goodyear, and they don't get any money back. When they go unused, no one gets any money back. So it's better for them to make money off of tires that they're no longer going to use than take them back to champion Goodyear and not get any money at all. So that's why they still allow that. They don't allow that in the Cup Series for obvious reasons, but in Xfinity and Truck and ARCA, they still allow that.
Yeah.
What's up, JD?
What's up,
Glad we
baby?
got to see you this weekend. I need ARCA drivers for my Thursday block party at Watkins Glen Cup weekend.
I love that track so much.
Colby's the guy to reach out to. Colby is connected in ARCA. So,
Well, let's hope I stay connected when I actually join the series, man. You know, everyone's your friend until you have to do something.
right,
with them.
yeah,
And then, like
everybody's
you said,
friends until they're competitors.
Yeah, you know, and I mean, I hope so. Like I said, everyone's been nice to me. Everyone's been very helpful. Not Chris Wright. I will never take a chance to not slag that guy because everyone else I think is fine. Truth
So
to be
how
told,
did that?
sorry, keep going.
When you first dove into the idea of running ARCA, when you were reaching out to these guys or girls and asking them, hey, you know, what do you think about this? Because I'm sure that there were conversations that took place where you threw the idea out to different people to just, you know, get their thoughts. What was the general consensus? Were they like, hell yeah, dude, that's awesome? Or are they more like, be ready, bro?
A lot of it was be ready. Some of it was good luck getting in the car because a lot of them didn't think I could honestly get in the car. And another is just bring money. That was the biggest thing is have your money ready and don't go into debt. Don't be an idiot. If you can't afford to do it, don't do it. And I think the biggest one was Brad Smith is you love it, keep doing it, don't go over your budget. If you have to run my stuff, run my stuff. If you want to run Venerini, go find the money. Don't be an idiot. And then, sorry to interrupt you, but
go ahead.
In the famous words of Big Bill, and I will never forget this, he looked at me dead in the eyes and said, "Kid, go rob a bank, give me a call."
Beautiful. That's really great advice.
Very inspiring.
Yeah. So now let's play a quick little game. Let's say that this clip right here goes viral. Let's say it gets 100 million views. So you, Colby, why are you worthy of a sponsor? Just taking a shot on you. What could you bring in terms of a different like perspective on the sport? You know, where is the value in sponsoring Colby Evans?
Well, obviously, I got the brand on YouTube. I got my own car brand with my brother. We're basically connect people. I mean, I consider myself someone special, but at the same time, I feel like I'm just your average guy. You know, my brother and I run a little shop. We don't race cars, but we run a little body shop. My brother built a monster truck. We're just your average everyday guys who we love racing. I admit, am I the most special guy ever? Am I the most special driver ever? No. But I can definitely give your sponsor maybe more than the average driver. I mean, some guys, I will literally do anything. I will do commercials. I will literally do anything possible for that sponsor. I will do some of the stupidest stuff. I don't know. I don't like being put on the spot sometimes, but I'll literally do anything for a sponsor. If they really want me to, I will eat cat food. I'll eat dog food. I mean, heck, whatever they want me to do. I don't care.
Get a puppy chow sponsor and you're eating puppy chow
you know,
in milk.
If they want me to be like, ooh, puppy chow, good, I don't care. As long as that check clears and I can go racing, let's do it. I don't care. That's kind of me, man. I'm not the best at being put on the spot, but that's kind of the best I can do. I don't know. But the one thing I'll say this is, am I any more special than the other drivers in the garage other than Tony? Not really. Tony's special. We know that.
So what is who determines the price for sponsors? Is it you? Is it ARCA? Who?
That would be us.
So you personally decide how much?
Well, like to get from the sponsor, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they get to. So how does that work? So when you're looking for something, how does it work?
You have your initial discussions, and if you get further, you just kind of look over the details. You tell them the different prices for different races. You tell them this is where we want to start. This is where we want to go. 1 race deal, 5 race deal, 10 race deal, full-time 20 race deal. And you give them these select range of prices and whichever one they want to go with. Sometimes they'll be like, well, what'll 8 races get me? Well, then you kind of have to go through the math with them on the spot. It's just a whole big mashup, man. And it's, like I said, probably someone who has a higher ranking sponsor could tell you a little bit more in depth about that. But not really myself. That's kind of the stuff that I've talked about with Andy Hillenberg, and shout out to him for really helping me the most with this. But
so you're kind of on your own, right?
100%.
In terms of like, you don't have a team, you don't have a PR or a manager or an agent or anything like that trying to negotiate these deals.
No,
it's
100%.
solely up to Colby to reach out to sponsors, to facilitate these conversations, and to like barter these deals.
Yep, pretty much.
Okay.
And it can cause, in the words of Ryan Ellis, he does it all by himself too, and he said it's the most stressful you could ever be, and it really has caused a lot of stress on me because I've sent out probably 900 emails to various sponsors around the U.S. and I haven't gotten jack crap.
So just curious, not to dive into like your business inquiries or anything. Like obviously you're starting up, right? Like this is your first little go around at Arco.
Yeah.
On the driving side,
Mm-hmm.
how much would an estimate be if somebody wanted to buy like a fucking hood? Like if somebody wanted to put their logo on your hood, what do you think that would go for?
Non-Daytona Talladega, 7,500. Daytona Talladega, probably about 8,500.
And that's just due to the publicity, right? The difference in like viewership, fan attendance, potential camera time, I assume.
Yeah, I mean Daytona is just more people. Talladega is potentially more people, and then whereas a random short track like for instance in Elko, not taking anything away from Elko, but it's just a random short track up in Minnesota. It's not going to get as many people.
I'm always curious about that. I always wanted to know.
Yeah. For me, I'll put it out there. Hood, probably 7,500. Quarter panel, 5. Rear bumper and decklet combo is 5. The whole car is 25. Yeah. But the wraps are about 3,000, 3,500.
Yeah, you got to make money back on what you do with the vinyl wraps, right?
That's why we charge up a little higher. I can't quite get into the details, but there's a reason why a lot of these drivers, part-time drivers, stay as rich as they are, because what they get from the sponsor, they don't necessarily put all of that into their racing, so to say, as much as they should. Yeah. So.
Dalton, why do you look so fucking tan? I can't go away from this.
It's probably my phone screen. Why is it bothering
you
you
look
so bad?
so tan. I don't understand what is it the yellow that you're wearing, or what is
Maybe.
Dalton got a lot of sunlight this week.
It looks like
That is true. That is true.
It looks like he oiled himself. This is a really
Now there is a
strange.
What
good
did you say?
chance that he did.
What,
oil
Jacob?
himself
Say that
up.
again.
Yeah, I got some oil on my sunglasses. As a matter of fact, Cody.
Ooh.
You do have some
Oil?
Oh,
Yeah,
What
oil.
do you say?
oh,
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the yellow real quick. In honor of Kyle Larson's sick throwback scheme he released this weekend, I had to bring this out.
Oh,
Dude,
man.
that hat goes so hard that he puts on in that
I've
video.
got to get that hat. Listen, I promise to never buy a hat of another race car driver, but I have to get that one.
That one is sick.
Would you
And I
would you
despise
consider
Larson.
yourself a garage guy?
No. Screw those guys.
Don't say that. Stop that. Allegedly, Dalton just said that. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
No, actually, you know what? I'm going to be a Kyle Larson fan for Darlington weekend. Screw it.
Of course.
That throwback scheme wins.
All right.
What if Kyle wins?
Huh?
What if Kyle wins and he sees you and you're like, traitor?
Yeah, and he's
Yeah,
like, yeah,
true.
go Kyle Larson. Yeah, five, baby.
If Kyle Busch wins that race, Dalton, you are not allowed to celebrate it.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's
Oh.
dude. I'm going back to the Terry days, baby.
Are
I
you
didn't
going
think
to the
the
race?
scheme was all that hot. I'll be honest. I think
Shut
I'm
the
in my
fuck
mood.
up, Jacob.
Shut up, Jacob.
I didn't
That's
think
the
it was that
stupidest
hot.
shit you could have
I
said,
thought it
Jacob.
was okay.
That was.
You're doing that Cody shit. You're doing that different shit. Shut the fuck
If he's serious, someone pull up that clip. Somebody pull up that clip right now.
Wait, which
That's-
clip?
That's the worst take.
Yeah, where the fuck is it?
I didn't
Hold
even hear it. I was reading the comment.
I
Wait,
got
hold up.
you.
Before
Give me
I
a
play that, Coop. What do you mean that Cody shit? Because I don't even know what happened.
on. You're talking about
Jacob
that.
just said that-
You gotta be like, no, I hate that, bro.
Oh yeah,
Everybody
Jacob
likes
said
it,
that's-
no, that's not cool.
I love
Jacob is
devil's
still-
That
advocate.
was the worst take that has ever been said on this fucking podcast.
I don't know what you
That-
want.
Jacob,
from me.
that was fucking stupid. Don't
That was the worst thing I've
I
ever
didn't even
heard.
hear what you
Hard.
said.
He-
What
he
is
Jacob
this
said the
about?
scheme, the
The
5
worst
scheme is
thing?
not even that
The
good.
worst take that's ever been said on the
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fucking
yeah,
stupid.
for
Jacob.
sure.
That's fucking
For
insane.
sure.
That is
Yeah.
insane.
No, I'm on everybody else's
Kick this
side.
bitch out. Fuck you.
Dude, yeah. Cody's like the #1 Larson hater. He even agrees.
You got kicked out of your own
Dude,
show.
I would never disrespect
motherfucker.
that scheme. That shit is
Yeah, get the
beautiful.
fuck out of here.
Dude, you can't disrespect Texas Terry, bro.
Yeah, dude.
As soon as you brought him back.
Look,
Jacob.
Jacob, gee.
Who's doing that?
my hands are up.
That was a
It
shit
I
take,
think it
Jacob.
was Jacob doing it.
Me and you get along quite well, but that was a shit take.
You guys
Yeah.
exalt me, man. You know what? I stand on it. I fucking stand on it.
Shut up,
Stand on
dude.
business? You stand on
That's
business on
fucking
that one?
ridiculous.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, shut
It would have
the
been
fuck
cool
up, kid.
10 years ago.
I don't know what we're talking about. I'm just going along with it.
The Jacob says that the Kyle Larson Terry throwback scheme isn't that great.
Fine for me. I mean, the only thing that would have made it better if we got the Kellogg's actual sponsorship, but other than that, it's great. No, I don't see a
Yeah,
problem with it.
I think it's incredible. Jacob,
Hey,
you are,
Junior, chill the fuck out, all right? Ford is great, but look, hey, shut up. Don't say that.
Did y'all see
Go to
that
bed,
fight
Junior.
in the stands over where those Ford fans were fighting?
Oh, sheesh,
Yeah,
dude. They were
I'll be fucking Jacob
pissed.
on the next time I see him. I'm gonna kick that stupid
On
ass,
the more-
pin ass hat off his head.
Here's a good question for Jacob. How is Ford doing so far? How many wins does Ford have in NASCAR as of
Jacob,
now?
your mustache is looking extra flat.
Thanks.
The arm. Just that one side. Jacob,
Yeah,
you're looking
appreciate
kind of
that.
swole, dude.
Am I, dude? Am I?
Fucking big kangaroo.
Wait, just start picking at every single one of Jacob's insecurities.
Yeah, dude. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Oh, you got a micro penis, dude.
Oh shit.
I can't.
Yeah,
There's no. I can't repeat that one now.
Might as well. You better.
Shut up, Jacob. Nobody wants to talk to you.
shut
I
up,
said you got a
Jacob.
mi-
Yeah.
I said we're gonna start making fun of your micro penis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you definitely got one after
I couldn't
digging
even-
on the.
Shut the fuck up, Dalton. God damn it.
You hate Texas Terry, dude? Jeez, Jacob.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You're still talking about that?
I'm heavily
Your
offended by
name.
that.
It's not mine.
Do what? What'd you say?
Anyway, huh?
let him figure it out. Let him figure it out.
So Colby, let's shift gears here and let's steer towards Talladega. So we were all there. We were all camping out Talladega weekend. We did not go to the ARCA race. So please, Colby, enlighten us on what we missed.
Not much.
Yeah, I saw the winner led all the laps. Is that true?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Was it
That's
just like a
insane.
huge lead, like the whole race?
No, it's just kind of a well-known thing in the garage. We just don't kind of complain about it because they run the series, and I don't want to piss off Big Bill. But you're just not going to beat the Venerini cars, man. It's not. Basically, here, I'll put it in Formula One perspective. You basically got 5 Max Verstappens versus 30 Logan Sargent. And it's just, man, unless you can wreck them
Good way to
or
describe
they
it.
blow up, It ain't gonna happen. And the thing that shocked me was we had a solid field, man. I thought 34 cars, man. It's not like the disaster we had in 2020 when we had 21. Like 34 cars, we could put on a decent race here, and just nothing happened. I mean, they got single file so quick. The Venerini cars just pulled away, and the 20 car, it's no shocker, it's the flagship Venerini car. Jake Finch was supposed to win. I don't know if you guys remember the Daytona ARCA race, but he was supposed to win until Gus Dean said, "Screw you, I'm taking this win," and didn't let him in. So I wonder if the plan for Talladega this time is we're going to make sure Jake wins. I mean, that's pretty much what I said on my show, and lo and behold, nobody moved out of the way, and Jake won. And they pretty much just pushed him to the win.
Okay, I've got to ask, where did the Chris beef come from? Like, what does it stem from? Because Ryan, a little while ago in the comments, he had asked if it's where he had hit a car that was in the garage or what it was.
A long story. So it's 2022, Kansas. He's driving 44 for Nice, which he later gets fired from because he sucks so bad. He was racing Timmy. They dinged just a little bit. It wasn't anything serious. But apparently, I guess it costed Chris a good finish. Because in his mind, 20th is a good finish because it's better than 35th for him. And so we cut down a tire of his. He lost a good finish. He came up. And keep in mind, at the time, I wasn't hard-carded, so I literally could have been kicked out of the garage forever because of this. He tried to get up in Timmy's face, and I, trying to be a tough guy, got in his face because, I'm taller than him and I'm bigger than him, so get away. Yeah, just kind of and I'm not going to go into further discussions of what happened, but, and we exchanged some words that are not suitable for YouTube, and every time we kind of saw each other in the garage, we just kind of gave each other a very nice, angry look. And I'm sure I cannot wait for him to see me at Kansas next weekend.
Are you gonna awkwardly break the ice? Are you gonna be like, "Hey, what's up, bro?"
Probably for the sake of my career, I will. At the end of the day, you got to settle off. There's one thing that I've been told in this sport: unless you got the money and the power, settle all of your bad blood. Unless you got the money to do whatever the hell you want, or you're locked in for a top team for life, kill any bad blood you might have. And if they don't want to kill it, well, then that's their problem. But I'm not.
Do you actually want to kill it though?
For the sake of my career, yes and no. But to be honest with you, it's probably better. Yes.
Yeah, because I didn't know because you were on his tail earlier. The way you were talking about him, I didn't know if you were actually wanting to.
Well, yes and no.
There's a time and a place, right?
Yeah. Yes, we'll put it like
and the
that.
racetrack, certainly, going fast is never the place or the time.
And I'm not saying he would even do that. He might tell me to screw off in the garage, but on track, he probably wouldn't even acknowledge me out there. That's maybe a little overreacting.
Yeah. Nick, buddy, enjoyed Dover.
Don't go to the casino.
Oh, he's already there. He just got paid. Dude, get you some Chipotle and go straight to the casino. You definitely won't regret that tomorrow. You know how Dawson gets so many rods? I didn't think he had a lot of backing.
I'm not going to slag Dawson. He did cost Brett Moffitt the championship, which we're still pissed off about because we're family friends of the Moffitts, but I ain't gonna slag him.
Right. Okay. We're cracking up. I don't know if you noticed the names that keep getting changed on here. Like the names just keep getting changed.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
It's just been changing them, and I'm dying laughing at them. Nobody's paid any attention except for
me.
Wow,
I didn't even notice that. Bubba Walrus,
was good,
Asian
dude.
AKL. Didn't even notice. Very creative.
Dalton's a second ago was fuck Kyle Busch. He's sitting at his camera. He's like,
Not even noticed that. How did I not notice that?
every time you saw me like break out laughing was because of one of the new name changes. Anyway, so,
Cooper,
anyway, so overall, if you had to rate the Talladega race in like comparison to the last 5 super speedway races, we'll say the last 5 ARCA super speedway races, how would you rate that one 1 through 10?
Well, the last 5 for ARCA is not really fair, so we'll just compare it to the last, let's say, just last year. Not good. I give it, honestly, I'll be honest with you, I give it a 1. And that's just for it happening. I was very, like I said, I was very blunt on my show. I thought it was very fair at the same time because, you know, I mean, everyone calls, I'm not going to lie, a lot of people call me an ass kisser. A lot of people are like, oh, he's an ARCA dick rider. And, you know, I watched this series before I even watched NASCAR. I watched ARCA before I watched NASCAR because you guys know who James, remember the name James Hilton?
Yeah.
That was my grandfather's favorite driver, him and Morgan Shepherd. And he took me the first ARCA race at Iowa Speedway in 06. That's where I fell in love with racing, and then I got into NASCAR the next year. So this series, to my heart, means so much to me because it was quality time with my grandfather. It's still here, but I still quality time with my grandfather. And so, you know, I try to find the positive in everything. And there was literally the only positive. I guess if I can give one positive from that Talladega race, nobody crashed a car. And in a series where not many people have big budgets, can't crash a car. Oh, God. Cody Tanhart.
Who named to be Adolf?
Adolf AKL?
Who named me fucking Adolf? That's crazy. that's insane.
All right, so shifting away from the boring Talladega race, did you watch the rest of the weekend?
Yes, I actually. The sad part was I had to watch everything pretty much at work. I didn't get off for the Xfinity race until like the last couple laps. That's why my opinions of the Xfinity race, I didn't think it was all that good, but I wasn't paying attention 100% of the time. So my opinions, I guess.
I mean, we'll definitely like dive deeper into it here in a second.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the Xfinity race was anything like special to write home about by any means. It wasn't a bad race. I mean, I've definitely seen worse.
Yeah.
But it wasn't something where I'm like, oh my God, I'll never forget this moment.
Yeah,
the last few laps were good. The last few laps would have made it, but it was kind of boring through the first 2 stages.
I feel like the problem with Xfinity's plate package. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have not been very enthralled with Xfinity plate races the last couple of years.
And you know, a lot of people, you hear it every week, but I mean, even at plate races, you hear it. Like, Xfinity's the best racing you get.
JKL, OnlyFans, Jack freaking Lover, $5 EOD. But
hey, wait! I gotta say, Cody looking like is in second place in the mall contest.
Yeah, so let's talk about our Talladega adventures. Colby, feel free to chime in here, however you want. I guess
before we start, did you stay the whole weekend, or what did you do? Did you go? Yes.
Oh, I wanted to go. I wasn't. Although I will say, are you guys? Do you guys go every year?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a tradition now.
Can I maybe join that? Like, I know I'm shooting on the spot, but could I join it? I mean, I'll put my own bill to get there, but could I join that? Because I want to go every year.
Yeah,
dude.
Twice a year, yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I mean,
think our camp size this year was like 35 plus. It was a big ass camp that we had.
Yeah, I don't care if I'll have to foot some bill. I'll do it. I just want to come. I just want to go next year because I saw the videos online, and I want to see that in person, man. You know,
it's just, dude.
Bodega. I mean, you know, okay, fine. Here, before we get into it, my brother, he loves that kind of stuff. He's a girl knucklehead. So he paused the video, took a screenshot of it, and he got an 8x10 of it and put it up in his bedroom. Because he's like, he complimented in his own words her giant balloons. It's my brother. I love him. He's one of a kind, but I'm not that extreme.
Yo.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like for me, I see it one time when you go on the boulevard and you're just like, yep, well, that's that. Cool. You know, it's cool. It's cool to see drivers down there on like Saturday, because like on Saturday you go down there, like you'll see a bunch of drivers down there for like Cup Series drivers, some Xfinity drivers. Like Alfredo was driving through. A couple other ones were going down, but I mean, like
barbecue wrestling again.
The what?
I didn't see it if they had it.
Because I know they used to have a barbecue sauce wrestling tournament every year in the infield.
Yeah, we didn't stumble across that.
Does anyone know if Noah Gragson was in there this year?
He probably
He
was.
wasn't.
Really?
After his rehab.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Dude.
He's on his PR tour right now. So
What did your
wasn't.
shirt say?
Oh, it says vaccinated and ready to commit tax fraud.
Help!
Sorry.
Somebody help me!
All right, so I'll say it. I'll take the opposite stance of Bailey. Dude, I think it's funny as fuck to watch the strippers. I love to people watch on the boulevard.
You talking about the one?
There's a lot of them. The
What
one,
about the one that was just like rubbing the shit out of her
wait,
vagina,
hold
bro?
up. Yeah, we'll get to that. But can we start? I'm gonna go through my Thursday, and let's kick off the weekend like this. So Thursday, I went and saw Tyler Childers in Nashville. Incredible fucking show. 49 Winchester opened for him. It was a spiritual journey. If you know me, you know that I love Tyler Childers and 49 Winchester. So this was like a match made in heaven for me. Leave Nashville at like midnight. It's a 4.5 hour ride home. Plus you miss an hour. So I got home about 5:30. Jacob was at my house by 6. Him and our buddy Jordan. We all loaded up into the truck and we drove down to Talladega from there. I was going on a whopping hour and a half. We pull up, we get to Talladega. We were the first ones from LTC there. We kind of chilled. We set up our camp, got the grill and the canopies all set up, and we started the Dega party. And then we decided to head into the boulevard on Friday night. And then that was about the time that Cooper, Dalton, and Bailey all showed up. So if y'all want to hop in up to your entry, that's fine.
How about that drive there, Cooper?
Hey, all right, look. I made fun of Dalton. We all made fun of Dalton in the car because I was like, motherfucker drives slow. And I was like, I get from point A to point B. I get busted doing 20 over.
Yeah.
Like 10 minutes outside Talladega. So, woohoo. Hey, no ticket. Shout out that cop. Cop was cool as shit. Yeah, we get to the campsite. I told Bailey that the tent was going to take at least an hour to set up, and it fucking did in the rain, trying to figure out how to get this damn tent to stay. And then by that time, we sat around, waited on the boys to come up, and then the boys came because Cody said they weren't going to stay long.
Yeah, we weren't out there too long Friday. JD, incredible idea. I would be down for this. I think it'd be cool to have like, you know how Bob does the tweet ups? I would love to do something like that, LTC. Maybe it's just like 2.5 people that show up, but that's 2.5 people that show up. Yeah, so we meet back up on Friday night. Friday night wasn't too wild or crazy.
I just wanted to set my tent up and go to bed, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a titty
That's
sucker.
So
Cody camp expert.
dude, facts. So I want the record to show, and I think Jacob,
Chop chop.
our buddy Jordan, will agree. Dude, I've kind of mastered the art of camp.
Besides breaking down.
It's pretty. What?
I said besides breaking down camp.
I felt like I was doing pretty good.
Mm.
But anyway, I am
Let's
a
go.
camp expert.
We gotta hurry up and wait. We gotta hurry up and wait.
Run it. Let's go.
I did want to ask if I could. Did you guys
Canine expert.
You guys have been to the dirt track next door?
We
No,
thought about
I want to
it, but
go.
You
it's
guys
just
know, you'll see red. 90
Cooper, stop.
see the
Stop.
problem is though you go.
Cooper, stop. I beg of you.
Dude, that's been your name for like 15 minutes.
The problem is if you go to that dirt track race, you're gonna get nasty as fuck, and then you're going back to your campsite, and there's no real great way to wash.
Oh,
Shower house, bro.
Yeah, but dude, I did not use that. The only thing I did in that shower house was take a shit. That's it.
a nice shower house, though.
It is
Really
nice.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just realized I've been going to the wrong shower house. I go to the one all the way like in way farther back. Oh, Cooper.
Water.
Okay, wait, Cody, you remember when I was talking about that missing Sweetwater at the beginning of the show?
Oh yeah, I
That's what I was
remember
talking
that.
about.
I got you.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, I like yours, Dalton.
Stop!
That reference.
Stop!
Dalton's sister.
Oh,
Why do y'all?
So anyway,
Nobody in my
Friday
family's
night
safe
wasn't
anymore.
Too wild and crazy. I do want the record to show that I was kind of challenged by my two campmates. They said they were going to keep up with me, and I was the last one to tap out every single night. You know,
Bailey.
I got that dog in me, baby.
He doesn't even notice.
I don't know why you still like. That's not even funny. There's one motherfucker laughing about it. There's one motherfucker laughing about it. He's like, oh, Bailey, oh, your name's Tracy.
Oh, that one struck a chord with Bailey.
No.
Damn.
That one got him.
Dalton, you gonna start biting your fucking ear? Having a fucking tism attack? Yeah, what-
Oh, yeah, I got it, you ableist.
So anyway, Friday night happens. We all kind of go to bed. Wake up Saturday morning, have some pretty good breakfast.
I do want to point out, Cody is an animal when it comes to partying. I've never seen somebody that's so calm 90% of the time and just goes with it hardcore. I don't know if it's years of learning to pace yourself or if you're just like built differently.
Bro, this is the worst comment because it's only going to be Cody and Cooper versus everyone else.
Yeah.
Jacob
Honestly-
drinks 3 beers. Bailey, he doesn't drink a lot. He drinks a little bit. And then Dalton he can't have fucking any alcohol.
Steven, I think
I had some alcohol.
I'd be curious to know how hard Reed can go. I don't think he can go hard at all based on like laws. But I mean, I'd be willing to do a drink off.
Actually, wait.
I would tap in.
Why? You just
Why
sip
not?
on your mics harder?
No,
Hold
dude,
it the
I'll
whole
go
day?
hard. I'll drink a whole bottle of Jaeger.
Wait, I forgot to mention, I set a new record on the Freedom Funnel on Friday. I cut it in half.
26 seconds.
15.
Nice, dude.
Dalton's name's a little crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, Jesus.
All right.
That one is wild. So anyway, I forgot to say, I think it was Friday, we did the shotgun contest, and I took second place, proudly. Our boy Nathan, that guy drinks. He could suck down a
Nathan's.
beer can on like he doesn't even drink. Like that's the crazy thing about it. Like he doesn't like sip
He didn't
on
even drink,
beer.
but like you said, he doesn't like beer, so he just has to get it down quick just to get
yeah,
it
dude,
out.
and he fucking
Yo,
does get it down quick.
I would love to see Nathan and Luke Combs do a shotgun off.
I'm putting my
Colby,
money
do
on
you
Nathan.
drink?
Never drank a sip of alcohol in my life.
Really?
Respect.
Honestly, not a bad idea.
Are you completely
Respect.
sober? No nicotine, no nothing?
Completely sober. I've just never really seen the point of it for me.
Oh, yeah?
Honestly. But I mean, if you guys want to, I'll shotgun a Coca-Cola. Here, how about that?
All right, RJ.
I'll join you.
Yeah, I'll shotgun a cherry Coke. Give me a shot. I'll shotgun a cherry Coke. How about that?
Cherry Coke.
I've
all right,
shotgunned a soda before. It hurts.
It
But
does hurt.
It is
That's the
doable.
point.
It is doable. Yeah, I would join in on the Coke shotgun. So that's the plan. Colby, whenever you come, we're all going to shotgun a Coke.
You guys, honestly, opinion? You guys think I would have had a shot in the mullet contest or no?
Honestly,
So,
yeah.
Not against Dakota.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I know. Dakota. I've seen it. He has me beat, but like
He had half the crowd there in support. Of
Well,
him.
yeah. Let's be fair. I think we all got together and swayed the votes for Dakota.
Bounty Hunter wouldn't have won that mullet contest.
true.
So,
It was nice.
we haven't gotten there yet, Steven. I already know what my pick is going to be because it is just the most obscure, obscene shit I've ever seen in my life.
Did you guys
Yeah.
see any streakers?
Any what?
Streakers?
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 Streakers.
Naked people running around?
Not
No.
just running around, but I mean, there's definitely lots of breasts and boobage going on. And there was more than boobage, which that's going to be my
Dalton saw his first booby this weekend.
No, it wasn't my
ever
first.
booby.
Say that.
You should. you
You
definitely should. Jacob saw his first pair of boobs too.
Yeah, man, it was great. Didn't think it looked like that.
Bailey did not see any because he was a respectable man, and he turned away. And that's like God's honest truth. I'm not even making it up.
That is true.
So respect there.
Maybe at one
I
point
am a
left.
loyal man.
I mean, you
I
can be
was
loyal.
looking,
It's
dude.
like
I
it's always
love
like,
the people watching part. That is just hilarious to me.
oh yeah,
um,
dude.
I got tired of it, so I just walked and sat in the bed of your truck and watched TikTok.
Yeah, dude, I couldn't do that. I was like, if I'm gonna be on the boulevard, I'm gonna take part. I'm gonna watch some chicks, lean on the stage and try to finger bang, but it ain't gonna work really. But it's really uncomfortable to watch, but it's kind of funny.
Yeah, at one point there was no music. It was just fingering
Just
herself.
straight.
Kind of like there was, yeah. She kept like licking the hand, bro, and I was like, now it's just uncomfortable. Now it's weird.
Let's talk about the
Everybody's like,
Xfinity
oh,
because this is where we're at in the weekend. Xfinity race. We get there, the whole group's together, all like 200 of us.
Where'd y'all
It was
sit?
us, Chairgating, and then the fast car living boys. Always want to say fast chair just because of our group text.
Group chat, yeah.
But fast car living boys, it was a good time, dude. We all had a blast.
Where do you guys sit when you guys go to the stand?
So day one for the Xfinity, we set before the tri-oval, kind of coming out of 4, and then for the Cup race, we set right at the very end of the grandstands, all the way up, going into turn 1.
Oh, okay, good. Those are not. Yeah, it's kind of hard to have a bad spot at Dega. Turn 1 is maybe a little bit more sought after, but the higher you sit up, the better you are, in my opinion. I don't
for
like
sure.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the seats we had on Sunday, and I think we're starting to do that like every year now. Like Dakota talked about next year, like it's gonna be a little bit more pricey, but we would all just like buy a whole section right there for next year, same spot.
And I'll say this. I want to be honest with you guys. I want to get your opinion. Why doesn't people like Austin Hill? I'll be honest with you. I don't see why people hate him. I'm not the biggest fan of his, but I don't understand.
Exactly.
Because he's too good, dude. That's
I
why
could tell you.
He's-
I could tell you.
People hate winners.
Here we go.
People
I can
hate
tell you.
winners.
I used to be
Here
an
we go.
Austin Hill guy.
Traitor.
He lacks accountability. He's really
I
quick
can agree
to
with
point
that.
the finger. That's really it. Like, so going back to just countless knucklehead moves that he's made throughout his career. Specifically, though, we can zone into Martinsville and the Sheldon Creed fiasco. Neither guy was innocent there,
There we
but
go, man.
Austin Hill definitely played victim pretty hard.
Sheldon deserved it.
If you say so, dude. If
Yeah.
you say so. There's nothing wrong with Sheldon's car. Austin Hill just ran into him. Austin could have gone around Sheldon in that moment, not slammed into him, and he probably would have made the playoffs. What do I know, though? And then going to Coda with SVG. Austin ran Shane hard. Shane returned the favor, and then Shane gets out of the car and he's like, yeah, that was pretty fucking fun. And Austin Hill gets out of the car with tissues. And I don't know why you ran me that hard. Well, buddy, you instigated that one. You started that one. So really, for me, the reason why I've kind of turned against Austin Hill is I feel like he's kind of becoming like a bitch in a way. I'll say it. I'll own that.
Fake fan.
He has
Turn
no
your
accountability.
flag. You don't deserve it.
The moment he has accountability, I'll start respecting him again. But until then, no.
Okay, give me that flag then. You don't deserve it.
I'm gonna use that flag to wipe my ass.
I still want
traitor.
it.
That's traitor.
I'll get a better home.
Also, I just want to point out something. I thought this was actually kind of cool. 66 car, David Starr. That was actually the same chassis that Ricky Stenhouse won 500 Poland.
Really?
What?
Yep, that was Ricky Stenhouse's 2021 Daytona 500 winning chassis, pole winning chassis. Yep, that David Starr was running.
That's crazy.
That's pretty cool.
One time at Bristol, I watched David Starr go like 18 laps down. Me and Cooper watched him go like
Fuck
18.
Ricky Stenhouse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they had a Hendrick. Yeah, so Carl had that chassis, and he had a Hendrick, what we call a Hendrick B motor. So they had a pretty good piece in it. Oh man, we were running so good the whole race. David, 56 years old. I know he gets a lot of hate, but he ran top 20 that whole race on competitive pace. Second to last restart, we are ninth, and we ran out of fuel.
Oh,
Broke my heart, man. I've never heard Carl. God, he's so disappointed on the radio. That broke my heart. Finished 24th, but man, we definitely had something stolen from us there. Man, if Alfredo had just not moved, Brennan Poole had that one.
yeah, dude, I was excited for Brennan coming up to the end. I was like, this is going to be one of those races where you see a winner that is like very well deserving and would have just been like a feel good moment for the sport.
Oh, he got redemption.
Cursed. That scheme was cursed.
Hey, what up,
I
Breakard?
don't know
What's
where
up,
the couch
Breakard?
is.
Where's the couch?
You gotta find out.
Gotta
Hey,
find out.
here's a little hint that was given. Things went south quickly.
Hey, Matt, when you come out, the couch will be there for you. It can be
Waiting.
your bed if you want it.
A couple guys used it as a bed.
Dude, I was surprised. I looked at Nathan, I was like, how? It was, Ronnie slept on it all night. And then Nathan woke up and was like, the couch is comfy, and slept on the couch. I was
Nathan
like, "Look."
had a nice air conditioned RV and decided to sleep on that couch outside in the rain.
No, Nathan said he woke up and he was hungry. So he went over and he grabbed a snack, and then he was just like, I mean, it's 5. I'm just going to sleep right here.
Anyway, yeah, so that's what the Boulevard gets you. You end up sleeping on a couch. He said, hell yeah, man, sold me.
Might be a little wet, but
Hey, appreciate the shout out on TikTok too. That was dope. Thank you.
That was.
Yeah, for sure.
Able to find the Pepperidge Farms display that someone stole?
No, I think it was in the infield.
It was in the end.
Infield.
Yeah. And I think the sex doll was in the infield too.
Okay.
So just to wrap up on the Xfinity series before we get into the Saturday night shenanigans, Jesse Love wins. That's how many RCR plate race wins in a row is that now? Is it 3?
3 for Dale.
Wait a second.
Yeah. Who won Fall Dega or Spring Dega last year?
Oh wait, that was Jeb Burton.
Who
Dalton,
won? Who won the
Bell stopped the
Daytona
car.
summer race?
Allgaier.
Okay. Who? And then Daytona was Austin.
Yep.
Who
Atlanta
won
was Austin.
Yep. So this is three
Fun-
super
fun-
speedways.
Fun fact. So RCR has swept all super speedway poles, stage wins, and race wins.
Who wrapped that car?
Old
Did
David
you?
Good.
Did you?
But I noticed it, by the way. But yeah, boys, also, thank you so much again for all the Jesse Love gear. Really do appreciate that. I love the hat, bro.
Oh shit! I'm
For
glad
sure.
you said that.
For
How-
sure.
Sure.
How did he go 55 laps? How did he go 55 laps on fuel at Talladega? I'm still skeptical on that.
I remember Jeremy was sitting right next to me. He was listening to Jesse's radio after Austin Hill got wrecked out. And he said that he had, like, on the last green white checker, he had 8 laps of fuel as long as nobody kept wrecking and caused more overtimes. But
That's impressive, man.
Yeah.
That's got to be the longest anyone has ever.
you got to think he learned his lesson after Atlanta, because Atlanta really hurt him, because he didn't really do a good job of saving fuel, and that's how he kind of lost it. So
You know what? Screw you too for not wearing that Jesse Love hat.
Yeah, dude.
that's right. Oh, I should have.
Oh,
Yeah,
too late
yeah.
now, dude.
Yeah.
Now,
Too late
you
now.
They have
ungrateful.
they have a nice shirt on the NASCAR shop. It's his first win.
Oh, well, we're getting a discount on that on Monday.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How much?
Hey,
How much of a difference?
Parv's got a pretty good question.
yeah, Parv must listen to Joe Rogan because Joe had a moon landing denier on this week. So Parv's been listening to Joe Rogan. Not very
Oh.
liberal of you, Parv.
Man, he's going down a rabbit hole, isn't he?
That's
It's
a
a big
crazy
one.
one. I guess this is a pressing question. Who thinks the moon landing was real? Raise your hand. Of course, Dalton's the only guy.
Good to be a sheep, Dalton.
The black sheep.
You mean to tell me that we went to space back when like computers were the size of like city blocks, but we haven't been back now that I have a supercomputer this size? I don't know.
I just don't really have a reason to believe that it didn't happen, honestly. That's just my opinion on it.
What has your government done for you to trust them? That's the only reason you need.
They haven't.
All right. So anyway, Jesse Love gets her done. Shout out to him. Shout out Dalton for being a part of that win. That's exciting.
Thank you, boys.
So let's move on to like at post race. So we leave, we head back to the camp, hanging out for a little bit, and then I decide I'm gonna get the boys together and we're gonna make a shit run. So we all go to instead of using the porta potties midday, we go to the bathhouse. We're gonna use the bathrooms inside, air conditioned, nice toilet paper that doesn't rip while you're wiping, and you get to wash your hands, which is incredible, right? So we walk out there. Hey, now you have to do it, Jacob.
Jacob, give me that Jonathan Davis. Give me that Jonathan Davis impression. Go.
Something filled inside of me.
So anyway, on our way back from the camp, this was one of the Dega highlights. Bro, we see 2 fucking like monkeys on leashes, dude. This guy has 2 pet monkeys on
I saw
leashes. So Coop's like, yo, let's go get a video of me saying what's up to the monkey. Now, what
And
we
let it
didn't
be known.
expect-
Let it be known. Cody was like, "No, keep going." And I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh, fuck
dude,
you,
I was-
I'm gonna stop and see
First
these
off, I
monkeys."
don't think that monkeys should be pets.
I don't
Dude,
know.
those
Let's see what's
motherfuckers
up.
will turn and rip your whole fucking face off. But anyway, they're camping with them at Talladega. I want to know what they did with them like during the race. Like, did they just like lock them in the camper? Because monkeys are super fucking smart, dude. I feel like they could like unlock that shit and be out. So anyway, Coop goes up to it, and the little thing climbs in.
Yeah, dude. Hey, some Facebook page shared me, and they have like 120,000 followers or something.
Yeah,
So I was
Motor
like,
Racing
hey,
Network. No, not Motor Racing Net. Motor Racing.
Motor Racing
Media.
Media.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, thanks for the fucking love, bro. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
He disconnected. I'll wait for him to pop back in. So anyway, Coop meets the monkey. It climbs up him, and then we head back to camp, and then we cook dinner, and then we hunker down for the rain system that's
Wait,
putting a
did the
pause.
monkey not have a name?
Bo Nix just got drafted to the Denver Broncos. Holy shit.
Bo?
Oh.
Bo was not projected to be a first
No.
rounder.
Wow.
Interesting.
That's weird. Bo Nix.
Well, better
and,
than Zach Wilson.
Yeah,
JJ
Zach Wilson,
McCarthy
they're like
went to the
identical
fucking
twins.
Vikings.
Do what?
JJ McCarthy to the Vikings.
Yeah.
That's not super surprising to me.
No.
Where
Still
did
waiting on-
Jade Daniels went to Washington.
Yeah, which is good. Hey,
Yeah.
Bo Nix is going to be great out there, dude.
I honestly do agree.
They look
Um,
first. I mean, him and Zach look the same. That's just weird. They want two identical looking quarterbacks, but hey, John
Before you
Elway's
said,
got an eye for quarterbacks.
when you said Bo Nix, Cody asked like, "What was the monkey's name?" And Cooper said Bo Nix, and I was like, "That's
Oh yeah, so was
that's
I.
crazy." that the next-
Unique,
name.
unique monkey name.
yeah.
So anyway, we hunkered down during the rainstorm, and this is kind of like the first time all weekend everybody's gotten to like mingle together because we have a big ass campsite, but everybody was forced under like the 7 canopies that we had like
Oh,
interconnected.
who am I during this rain delay too?
Here we go. Well, Bailey kept slapping my ass the whole time.
I'm gonna sit by myself.
With his funnel in his hand, cuddled it. Yeah. Vegas not for the week, but I couldn't handle getting my ass slapped.
So I sat in a corner.
Yeah, dude, it hurt.
The chair gate came by.
Cooper got beat the shit out of
This-
Dalton.
Yeah,
I
then-
just put that out, dude. I watched
This-
that happen in live action.
I'm still. Hey, thanks, Todd.
This is why I hate you boys. Some of you.
What did I do?
Some of you.
I said some of you.
Well, when you got a little perky thing like that just hanging out, like don't expect a man
That
not to
is
slap it.
true, Dalton. You have a target on your backside at any given time.
Show it. Show it.
Colby, if you give me a thumbs up, I'll bring you back in here whenever you're ready.
Show it.
Wait.
Oh.
I can't
Oh,
tell.
it
if
changed. Colby's
back
got like
yet.
a whole setup back there. My God.
Okay, he's still not there. I think he's got some internet issues. So anyway, we all hang out, we play some beer pong, drink a little bit, and then get ready for the boulevard. We meet up with a friend of mine that I've met through Twitter. Pretty cool guy. He has a show of his own, the History Buffs podcast. We met Pepper and his boy Phil. They do their thing over there. It's like comedic takes on history. Colby, if you could hear me, if you give me a thumbs up whenever you're ready to come in. All right, cool. Welcome back.
That was my dad's office. This is my room, by the way.
Beautiful collection on the wall.
Damn, yeah.
It's beautiful, beautiful. I love that Juicy Fruit pit shirt too.
Oh yeah, so it's either this one or.
He ain't got no BJ McLeod one like I do though.
I think you're
It's
probably
either
the
this
only person.
one or this one from when Scott Riggs drove the state water heater car.
That would have been. That one's a good one. Too.
Oh,
See,
yeah,
here's
the
here's
66,
hospital
yeah.
logo. Yeah. Or hang on. We got debut season BJ McLeod.
Oh,
does.
Bailey.
He
The
does.
green one.
I have
This
a
is the-
power
this is
slap.
the rare green one.
I have a power slap BJ McLeod pitch shirt.
Good God. Brock
That shit
Bowers
is
and
beautiful.
Michael Mayer out in Las Vegas for the Raiders. That's an insane tight end duo.
Yeah, Raiders are setting up to look not well. They're setting up to let everybody down. I would say.
I mean, they got
Like they always do.
tight end central out there, dude. Brock Bowers is God. that
Shout
guy's
out
crazy.
Norm.
Oh, he's got a shirt.
So anyway, we end up meeting up with Pepper, hang out for a little bit, and then we all mosey down into the boulevard. So I want to rewind and go back to Friday night. I wanted to talk about this and address this.
God damn.
That's
Oh my god.
I know I've apologized like 6,000 times, but I want to give out 69 viewers right now. Nice. I want to give a shout out to Travis's phone, and I want to just do a moment of silence because I absolutely obliterated that fucking thing, dude.
Yeah, good
Travis
job.
hopped out of the back of the truck,
Hey.
And huh? Can you hear me?
Moment of silence. Cody, go ahead and give us a prayer. Everybody take your hats off. Cody, give us a prayer. Everybody, hats off, please. Thank you.
Bailey, take your hat off.
Goddamn hat off.
Bailey. Thank you. So I just want to dedicate this to Travis's cell phone.
It's good enough.
Yep, that was good. That was sufficient. That was respectful.
Yep.
So basically, he climbed out of the tailgate, and as he climbed out, his phone somehow got lost. Phone somehow got lodged between the bed, the truck, and the tailgate. It was just kind of. This was Travis's
Oh, wait,
phone.
here.
Oh.
Yeah. So here's Travis's phone in the bed in the tailgate, and I slammed that bitch. So when I did it, I was like, "Uh-oh, this ain't closing." that was literally the sound effect in my head when I realized, "Uh-oh," and I knew immediately. I was like, "I just
boys.
fucked."
Hats off.
Oh, yeah.
Thrasher.
Bailey.
Stop. Bailey, go.
Jacob, I'm fucking so serious about it.
So, yeah. Sorry, Kenny, for your loss. So I smashed the fuck out of Travis's phone, dude. Obliterated that shit. I knew it was a phone when it wouldn't shut. I was like, uh-oh. And thankfully, another one of our mutual friends, he was standing right there beside of me, and he was like, uh-oh. And I picked up the phone, and it was a wallpaper of fucking Cody Rhodes, so we knew immediately it was Travis. And I'm like, fuck, man. One of the nicest humans you're ever going to meet, and I just shit all over his phone.
And not including, all right, you made the guy drop like $700 Saturday to go out to Talladega Verizon to get his phone. And I'm not laughing about it, but some other shit happened Saturday night too. So like,
yeah,
dude, it just stockpiled for this guy. First,
Travis had a tough weekend,
breaks a phone, $700 to buy a phone.
Honestly, I did him a favor
happens.
though, because he's got a really nice fucking phone now.
Yeah,
dude, I feel bad for Travis. Like every year he goes camping, like something happens to him. Like last year, after I left, he got his stuff stolen.
maybe it's a sign that Travis just needs to be more responsible.
Yeah. Step one, just keep your fucking phone on you. So anyway, I took it to him and I was like, hey bro, I fucked your phone. And he was like, thanks, dude. He was like, I'm glad that at least I know that it's broken instead of thinking that I lost it somewhere. And I was like, what an optimistic way to be right now, because I just handed you your phone that's just fucked.
And then Jerry Burt Rouse next phone the very next day.
Yeah. So now moving back to
Matt broke
Saturday.
his.
Yeah, that was all on Matt.
He put it in the spot where it says "Don't put a phone," and the door got smashed. So
yeah.
Nice.
So anyway, moving back to Saturday, we hit the boulevard, and we ended up getting separated from the big group. But we kind of like just wandered our way down the boulevard a little bit. We recorded a really great interview with this guy. I'm gonna cut it up and I'm gonna try to have it out this weekend. Absolute stud. It was like a duo interview between us and the history buffs, and then this guy kind of stumbles in. But this is where I'm gonna get to my Talladega moment of the weekend. And you boys feel free to interject and jump in or backtrack wherever you want to go on the boulevard story, because we all have our own stories. There's a woman up on the stage, and I mean, cooter out, dude, like full on, like spread eagle, literally spread eagle up there.
No, I could see the lips, bro.
Yeah. And there's no music playing.
She's
It's
looking
just
everyone
like-
dead in the eye. She's looking like 30 people dead in the eyes while she's doing it. I want to point that out.
It's
Everybody
silent.
dead me out.
All you hear
She
is
kind
just
of
like,
is, but she's like glazed over, bro. She's like,
yeah. But
fucking-
it's silent. There's no music. Like nobody's fist pumping. Nobody's cheering this on. But she's just up there, just like flicking the beam, dude, on the stage.
What are the odds that her husband took her back and just like had a whole domestic assault case on that campsite?
He was pissed.
Beat the shit out of her.
After me and Cody got stopped by this really crazy, weird Australian dude, and she was walking by, and her husband was like, "You stupid bitch." Walking by, dude. Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, totally. Like I wasn't ready for that experience, but at the same time, it was mesmerizing. Couldn't look away. I don't know what
I know.
it was about
Like,
it. It
Bailey
was
ran
just like,
back, and Bailey was like, "I'm not watching this shit." And I was like, "Dude, I can't turn away. Like, I have to keep watching."
It was the craziest art fixture that I've ever seen in my life, and I'll die on the hill that it was some form of like experimental abstract
What was funny
art.
too is that her pants, she couldn't get her pants off. So like during the song, she's like tripping on her pants, and then she would just kind of like fall down. The song stops, and she's just like spitting in the hand, going to town, bro.
Alrighty.
Is Dega like Vegas?
I don't think it even
Redneck
compares.
Vegas.
In ways.
Hot
I
damn,
would-
Kenny.
Jeez,
No,
I don't know,
I-
Kenny.
I like to compare Dega to Mardi Gras. It's redneck Mardi Gras.
Yeah, it's fun for sure. I mean, my favorite part about the Boulevard is the people watching.
Oh, here. Wait a second. I got you some people. I found some weird cats. Look at these motherfuckers.
It's just that video of her, just spreading.
No, definitely not. These motherfuckers. There's Dalton. Dancing in with the guys. Like they're just clubbing it up. Then you got old fucking Dalton. I got another one of Dalton too. Where he's
One of those guys also had a dildo too.
Dalton, what's your chant, brother?
You know what it is.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Yeah, shout out old Dalton. But yeah, it was the people are the best part, I think.
Yeah, for sure. So we get back from the Boulevard, go to sleep, wake up, cook breakfast, take down camp, get to the race. Do y'all have anything you want to add from the Boulevard experience?
I think this is the most unhinged Talladega I've ever witnessed. And honestly, the people that I would assume to be the most unhinged, which is like Coop, wasn't really. He was kind of tame compared to most.
I went into this Talladega with the mentality that I wasn't going to like turn up too hard. And I feel like I stuck with it. I know Jacob and Jordan disagree, but I really didn't like turn up too much. Cooper, was I ever incoherent at all throughout the whole
No,
weekend?
I mean, how far can I go into talking about what happened? Like with
remembering state lines.
okay. We know the Boke gang, all right? All right. There might have been a little bit of Delta 8 that was around the campsite. So I will say there were points where Cody didn't drink a lot. He surprised me that he was drinking again. I mean, the guy really doesn't drink much anymore. So him having some beers, whatnot, had a couple shots, had some Delta 8, but then continued to have the Delta 8. I was like, you're kind of a fucking tank, bro. Like, low key. And like, he would talk. Everyone else would scatter off, go to bed, do something. By the end of the night, it's like Cody and I. We're just kind of standing around. Like, even Bailey had fucked off. Bailey's already ready for bed. He's already in the bus sleeping.
I was a grandpa the whole weekend.
Yeah, I mean,
I was
Yeah,
like,
I
where's
was kinda
this party at, dude? It's just 2 a.m. What are we
Cody
doing?
was cooking breakfast, and like he had a little Delta 8 in his mouth and was just like saucing it up with the eggs and shit. And I was like, dog, it's like 8 in the morning. And motherfucker's just he's searching for that Delta 8 roach, and he's just like,
Got it. Let's go.
put camp away, baby.
Look, it's cracking eggs with it in your mouth.
Yeah, dude. So I will
You gotta do what you
say,
gotta do.
Saturday I
Well,
was I was twisted up, but yeah, no, you weren't incoherent at all.
Yeah, and see, even on Saturday, like I didn't think you were like bad off
Bro, I was
yourself.
fucked.
Really,
When we got to the
you held
boulevard,
it
I was
together
like-
really well.
Yeah, dude. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So anyway, Saturday happens. We wake up. Sunday, we get
No.
in.
Delta 8 is not any cocaine. There was absolutely no cocaine consumed by any of the LTC. I don't know if there was any cocaine around. No cocaine, no illegal substance. Just
Delta 8 is Cody's swat dust, dude. Cody does not do anything at all like that. I'm a
Cody is an
godly
avid Delta
boy.
8 smoke shop in Tennessee, legal recreational.
Yep.
consumer.
Worked in the industry for 7
Now
years.
Jacob, on the other hand, that motherfucker is buying marijuana from like the street thugs. Like, dude is going to the white
Heroin,
knuckle guys.
meth,
Thanks.
fentanyl, you
Jacob-
name it.
Jacob is-
Jacob's
Jacob
the
is-
plug.
Thanks for putting that on record, honestly. I really
Yeah, dude.
appreciate that.
Jacob's cabinet, he has
Thanks.
shine. Like Jacob does not have
Well,
like
he
full
distills
smoking.
it. Jacob has a moonshine still at
Yeah.
his home.
Jacob smokes a shitload of marijuana.
Black tar
I think he
heroin.
might have had some cocaine this weekend. I think Jacob's the one that brought cocaine around. He was trying to pass it to people.
Everybody's
The whole
like,
campsite was
dude, no, get out of
dude,
here. And
stop.
Jacob's just like, fine, more for me.
Yeah,
And
look
next
at
thing
that
we know,
fucking-
he's
look
in
at
his
fucking
freak,
pussies.
dude, just covered in white powder.
And he's like snorting it off his arms. And
Yeah,
he's like,
that's he walked into the
Yeah,
race
oh.
still coated.
Jacob
that
was
we
calling
had-
women bitches. Jacob was like, I'm gonna snort this off this bitch's ass. Like, dude, Jacob was wild, bro. Like, I kind of don't.
Yeah, so
It's
anyway,
so
after that,
fucking funny you said that because Cody said the same thing to somebody on the way home. You were like, by the way, Jacob snorted cocaine out of his stripper's butthole. I don't remember who you told that.
I think
Why-
it was my
why-
mom.
Dude, if
He
people
told it
keep
to the
saying
fucking
that,
cashier
it's
at
gonna
Jack's.
become true.
They're like, hey, fuck his food up. He was calling women bitches, snorting coke off them.
So anyway, Sunday we get in and the race starts. I feel like it's a good time to segue into the race, boys. What do we think about it?
I will say, hey, hanging out with JD during stage 1 was fun. His kids, his wife, the whole group. JD, y'all are dope. So that was cool to hang out with you guys and watch a little bit of that race.
Okay, wait. So I didn't notice JD was sitting next to us to like stage 2. Was that like his seeds, or did he just?
No,
Come to
he
our
just said he
section
was
for a
gonna come
little-
up and say what's up. He just kind of
Yeah,
walked
he
up.
was only 2 sections down from us anyway.
Oh,
Yeah, we were H. He was A.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
you.
I guess that's more than 2 sections, but
It wasn't long, dude.
But
He,
hey,
like,
shout out to
the
JD
bathroom
for
and-
bringing the sunshine over to from Tennessee to Talladega. Because yeah, see you Monday. You know what I mean? Gotta be a washout.
so before we go into the race, I guess we have a special video that needs to be played.
Oh boy.
I don't know why it's so low like that. I don't know why it's like that.
I thought it was gonna be me screaming help.
No, but I do want to talk about that. Hold on, let me just Okay. Let's hear what old Parv has to say.
These videos that you guys love so freaking much. Me, hashtag
Wait.
Target Matthew Parvin here. Obviously can't be on
There we go.
tonight. Sorry. I hope this is not. Sorry, it's work is a lot right now, but you know it is how it is. Work life.
Work.
You know, trying to pursue your career. But
For
anyways,
what?
let's go ahead and get straight to the NASCAR talk. We got Dega.
He's a fluffer.
I already
Yeah,
know
he worked
first
in
thing
the
first,
the theater
I would
industry.
not be fit for like Dega and like the strip and everything where all the boys went. I'd just
Strip.
be so just like
Look at the neck of that shirt.
shut down or whatever. I don't know what the correct term is. And like, but the boys were like, "Yeah, Parv, you fucking go do that shit. You got this, man. Woo!"
Can we talk
Because
about the
boys are great,
title of
and they
this
hype me up,
video?
and I love them all. Love you guys.
Grown men
those
by
just seeing
commenters
what
while
happens,
babbling
like,
about
in
NASCAR.
Dega is just wild. And I'm like, what the fuck? Seriously, it's that shit's wild. I mean, obviously you guys have seen the stuff. I
Parv
don't
does
need to
have
tell
like a
you what the
fuck
fuck
boy
happens in
haircut.
there. But yeah, it just seems like a wild time, and I don't know
What's
how
that
I
called?
would just be so.
It
Like,
starts with a
fuck
P.
this. But anyways, the race itself, the Cup race. People really hate pit strategy races, like fuel saving. I love it.
I feel like
I
I'm
think
effing my
manufacturers
left
More
ear.
interesting, like tire saving, like we had at Bristol, and fuel saving. It just is so much more fun than and like I guess it creates more drama, or is like a better term of things. I think. I mean, obviously you can get like really good drama outside of
What the fuck is that
really good
noise he made?
racing.
Roll that back. What the fuck noise did he
Those
just
sorts of
make?
strategies, but I think this just makes
Motherfucker's like,
adds an extra level,
Listen,
and like I guess it creates more drama, or is like a better term of things. I think. I mean, obviously you can get like really good drama outside of really good racing without those sorts of strategies, but I think this just makes like adds an extra level. But Tyler Reddick won the race, which after the whole like Michael Dow Brad Keselowski fiasco.
Michael Dow.
But I think it's just really interesting.
Roll that back. What did he say?
It sucks
Michael
because,
Dow.
This is like a laundry
Michael
detergent
Dow
brand.
Brad Keselowski fiasco.
Oh, hang on. A little bit further.
Without those sorts of strategies, but I think this just makes like adds an extra level. But Tyler Reddick won the race, which after the whole like Michael Dow Brad Keselowski fiasco.
He says it fast. Listen,
But I think it's just really interesting. It sucks because Michael McDowell could have won the race, but even though
He said McDowell.
probably Brad Keselowski winning the race.
What are you burping?
Paul, get a drink of water,
Tyler Reddick
dude.
won, which is great. 23-11. Toyota win.
He slammed through cheer once
Cody,
for this
you
video.
celebrating there. Let's go Toyota. Woo!
Stop playing with your hair.
Obviously, there's something more more.
He can't be on the show, but he's in your comment.
I'm a fan of the 43 car and Eric Jones. He had a really bad wreck. I've had to go to the
hang on, boys.
hospital and
Pause the
everything.
video.
Thankfully, he got out.
Hats off.
Oh.
Head down. Moment of silence for Eric Jones. Bailey,
What? Oh,
where's your sound?
gotta add.
Play tabs. Play tabs.
All right. Thank you. Michael Dow.
He's out next week.
You know
which
what? That
sucks because
music
of the
actually is
pay
not.
Can we
scheme.
talk about John
But,
Hunter Nemechek not
time,
giving
I
a
guess.
fuck about what he
But,
did to Eric Jones?
It sucks because you hate seeing one
Maybe
of your favorite
Parvo.
drivers go out for it's going to be probably extended period of time, at least for the next 3 to 4 weeks at the least.
Glad Parv's a doctor.
But hopefully,
What are you doing
he
with
gets
your hair?
back and bounces back. I think this means he misses Darlington. Has Darlington already happened? I don't know. But if he misses Darlington,
Has
that sucks
Darlington
because that's one of
happened?
his really good
Big
tracks.
NASCAR fan.
But
Matthew Parv.
hopefully,
everybody.
speedy recovery. Thoughts and prayers.
Playing with the hair.
Anyways, we're going to Dover next week. I mean, who doesn't love Dover?
Man.
Many people.
It's in fucking Delaware. Like, what the fuck does
Why do you
Delaware have
say it
besides
like that?
Dover?
It's a fucking
I'm
Delaware.
sure
State,
people who
bro.
are from Delaware are
Dover.
we have this.
Dover.
But anyway,
Dover.
Xfinity and Cup are racing there.
Hey, what about
so
Arca?
my Xfinity pick, I'm just going to just say
Parv doesn't
SVG.
even know
I don't
Arca
know.
exists.
Let's
Yeah,
just go with
Bard's a
that.
piece of shit. Dude.
Cup Series.
Wait, roll back.
Underdog
Who
and
did you
main
pick?
I think for my Xfinity pick, I'm just going to just say SVG. I don't know. Let's just go with
Okay.
him. Cup Series.
Of course, he
Underdog
looks
and
off
main
gravy
pick.
again.
I think for my underdog, Lord have mercy.
Stick in the
Fuck
guideline.
it. I'm gonna say Ty Gibbs because he was in the playoffs last year. I can still pick him. Lord have mercy.
That's Parv after a night in that second bed.
Fuck it. I'm gonna say Ty Gibbs because he was in the playoffs last year. I can still pick him as an underdog. Let's go. He hasn't won a race this year. So Ty Gibbs, an underdog for this. I feel like Dover is such a
Does Parv have a tick? Is playing with his hair a
track.
tick?
and especially a Hendrick Motorsports track, because Hendrick has its ways. So I don't want to pick him, but I feel like
Colby.
it's
Yes,
just
stop touching your hair.
Junior, oh my
It's
god.
been going so far. It's just been really good. I'm gonna say William Byron wins, but I mean, I really would hope to see a Toyota win, and maybe a Ford will actually get a win. Maybe a
No.
Ford will actually win a race, because I think it's been all.
How much memory
No,
do you
it
think this took up on Par's?
But anyways, those are my
You
picks.
tell me,
So
you have an
SVG for
Android
Xfinity.
too.
Dude,
And,
I mean, mine's
Cup
not
Series
doing too
is
well either, to be honest. With you.
Underdog
Thanks,
Tiger
Cody.
Ups,
Thanks
no
for
pick
calling me
one.
poor
That's
again,
it.
bro.
It's been almost
Appreciate
5
that,
minutes.
bro.
Hey, I
I'm
got a
for sure.
Samsung.
Y'all have a great day.
I got a
Love you
Samsung
all.
Galaxy
Love the fans.
S2.
Love the boys.
Hey,
Hope you have a great day. Bye.
I will never.
Is that the
condone
Duck
this.
song? Wait a second.
Yeah, there's a new version now, bro.
Andy Black.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
No,
The-
not
the-
that one.
no,
So-
the D's nuts
Up,
version.
walked up to lemonade stand. And he said to the man,
Yeah, there's a
"Lemonade
new one."
stand." Oh yeah.
D's nuts.
Yep. All right, Parv. Thank you for your picks and your takes. Real quick, I do want to point out that when Eric Jones ate the fuck out of that wall, Junior said it here. Like, I was pretty scared for a second. That was a hard crash.
Did you post that meme that you sent us?
I posted it on my personal.
Dude,
Stuff
That
that's
was so
that
funny.
spicy. I don't post on the LTC.
no,
Last time
no.
that happened, I got
I get
fucking
that, but-
canceled.
That,
That is true.
yeah.
Shout out Ceasefire.
Dude,
Colby,
last
what do
thing
you
I
think
need,
about
last thing I
Ceasefire,
need is
dude?
ceasefire getting back onto Bailey for one of my
That's true.
actions.
True.
That was
Yeah,
all
Bailey-
me. Bailey took bullets for me that day, and I
Bailey got
I
hit
did.
by a metaphorical drone, dude. And you were
I did.
Obama.
I did.
So the Toyotas, they ended up all pitting together. This was going to be like the last pit stops of the race, I believe. Had it stayed green, Toyotas had all pitted on their own manufacturer pit stops. It was a pack of 6, right?
Yes.
Because
6 or 7, yeah.
Nell
give or
was
take.
out at that point, and Eric was out, or not Eric. Shoot, Bell was out, and then I forget the other Toyota driver. Anyway,
Dell Jr.
Yeah, Dell Jr. He crashed out in his Toyota.
June
Anyway, entering turn 4 or 3, Talladega's got the tunnel bumps. I'll die on this hill. I don't think Bubba was at fault there. I don't think anybody in that group was at fault except for John Hunter Nematode. That guy every single week does really good at making himself look like an absolute moron. And I think that this past Sunday, he continued his crusade in being the biggest dipshit of the Cup Series of 2024.
Only JHN knows how to mess up a 6-car single file line.
Yeah, dude. Crazy that Toyota still ends up winning the race. Like, even after all of that. But it was super unfortunate. Bubba, I think, could have been there at the end. Eric probably would have been there at the end. Those Toyotas were super fucking fast, dude. And had they been able to stay together, there's no telling what happens. But until John Hunter learns to drive with more than 2 brain cells and also to take accountability, the Instagram comments, which he's deleted since, but people were calling him out. They're like, you don't need enemies when you have a teammate. And he responds with like "Hall" or "LOL." Yeah, dude, your actions, regardless, and I know mistakes happen. It's gonna happen in NASCAR, but like your actions did kind of fucking fracture somebody's spine. I think there needs to be a little bit of accountability, a little bit more. At least, if anything, you don't even have to feel it. A little bit of sympathy in the moment, I think, would probably have been a better look for John. But instead, he kind of just looks like a prick to me now. So,
And not only that,
on that,
and not only that, like when he used to sit Erica get well tweet, he turned all of his comments off too.
yeah, bitch move. I'll say that. That's a big bitch move. Get well, buddy, but nobody's going to be able to throw it up that like 15 minutes ago I was kind of like joking and laughing about you being hurt.
Yep. I've always hated him.
Yep.
Always.
Same.
I don't know. I like him. Mainly it's because, I mean, I was a kid. I love Joe Nemechek. I was a huge Joe Nemechek mark.
Front row go.
So by default, I liked his son, but yeah, he definitely hasn't endeared himself the last couple years. I still like him just because I'm a Nemechek fan and always will be, but it's not getting any easier. We'll put it like that. When I saw that, we've seen hard hits, but man, when the freaking air box gets knocked off the motor, and those suckers are on there, that was man, that was just a terrible hit. Eerie
audio.
Yeah, that looked like a Dale Earnhardt crash. I mean, and for all the people, I mean, we saw this online. I mean, Denny Hamlin broke his back in the Gen 6. Michael Annett broke his back in 2013 in Xfinity car. It's not a next gen. This is not a next gen safety problem. A hit at that angle, at that speed, unfortunately, you're gonna break something. I was shocked to see Eric standing. My personal belief is, because this happened when I broke my tailbone, is I think the swelling mixed with adrenaline, he felt fine. Then I think when the adrenaline wore off and the swelling started to go down, I think then, in my personal opinion, because that's what happened to me. I didn't think anything was wrong with my back, and my my tailbone went undiagnosed for a year. I think that's what, in my personal opinion, I think that's what happened to Eric. Because, like I said, when you saw in his interview, he seemed fine. I mean, from the looks of it, he was. I mean, we saw him moving. Nothing appeared to be wrong. But it didn't shock me when we got that further report that he was being taken to a hospital. And I can clarify, I've been in the infield care center. I mean, even if you're fucked up, they don't do a whole lot in there. I'll be honest with you. I've been in the infield care center for heat exhaustion, and I really screwed up my left leg one time, hyperextended it. They don't really do much in there. I'll be honest with you guys. They really don't. I mean, they make sure you're not dying, but if it's serious, you're immediately going to the hospital. But they really kind of just make sure they kind of check your basic vitals. You can walk, stand, sit, eat, shit. I mean, if you're good, you're good. You know, I mean, I've seen some people
like if like a crew member got a good cut, maybe you go to the infield care center and like get it wrapped up or something. You know, something.
Yeah,
like that.
you know, yeah.
Like a wreck, you got to leave. Like you need to go somewhere.
Yeah, like I mean, it just kind of depends on how kind of fucked up you are. It's like with Eric's thing, I'm not shocked they didn't notice it at the care center. I mean, I'm not shocked by that at all, because I've seen that happen before with some friends who've had wrist injuries from pit gun accidents and knee issues from landing wrong, jumping off the wall. You know, it doesn't go undiagnosed until weeks later, and by that point they're so fucked up, then they need surgery and they're out forever. No, that's not trying to bash NASCAR's safety team, but I mean, I just think, I don't know, maybe we need to have one of them. And now they have ambulances standing by. It's not like they're not prepared for it, but I feel like it kind of wasn't the best look for the care center this weekend when, Eric's fine. He's checked out. He's released. And then we find out an hour later, oh shit, back injury, severe back injury, similar to Eric Amarola's. Kind of not the best look.
You're describing it as the infield care center at the track is more of like an urgent care than a medical facility.
If you were to ask my personal opinion, yes. And that's coming from someone who's been in there a couple times myself. That's my personal opinion. Some people might have different opinions on that, but to me, it's just, if it's serious, I mean, it's like Dale Sr., man. I mean, did he even go to the care center? Did he just go straight to the hospital?
No, I think they cut him
See what
out
I mean?
and put him in the ambulance.
But because Eric got out, they didn't think to take him to the hospital meeting. Now, it took a while for him to get out, but, you know, you get out, you don't think something's wrong, you know? And kind of surprised by that. I figured the way his audio sounded way too similar to Eric Amarola, I figured the reason why we weren't seeing his car, I mean, I'm sure did you guys watch the broadcast at all?
No,
I've not rewatched it yet.
Okay, because they never showed Eric's car post replay. People were bitching about it on Twitter. They were not showing his car. I thought they were cutting the roof off. That's what I thought happened. They were cutting the roof off. We never saw the car again on TV. I don't think we even saw it on replay after like the second one.
And they never showed. We didn't know he was back at the care center until he came up for his interview.
Okay.
Like they did even like the track, TV screens or whatever.
Yeah.
they didn't show any of that, or they didn't speak on it until his post infield care center interview.
Yes, and that's why I thought like it was way worse, because I mean we were all getting concerned as hell on Twitter, like where's the car? Are they cutting the roof off? And yeah, I mean I'm not shocked that car. They have the car at the R&D center.
Yeah.
They're probably never going to see it again. I'm sure cars like that they keep at the R&D center for life.
Well, and looking at the severity of this crash, a lot of people have been very vocal about the safety of this generation of car, the injuries we've had. Tell me a generation of cup cars that did not start off with a few injuries, or even later into their into the life cycle of that generation. This sport, and this is where I think a lot of the younger guys coming up and younger fans who have just gotten into the sport, I think this is where they're really, really, really spoiled. This sport is fucking dangerous. These guys are driving 3,200-pound vehicles at close to 200 miles per hour at these bigger tracks. When they crash, yeah, dude, it's pretty safe now compared to the way it used to be, but that's a lot of fucking force on a jello-like body in a solid structure. Right? I mean, that energy, the car did its job. Eric is alive, right? No matter what. Yeah, a broken back, a broken spine, that is super unfortunate. That's something that you never, ever, ever want to see. You don't want to see any kind of injury of any kind in any sport, truly. But when it comes to motorsports, you have to factor in the Toyotas were going full throttle at that point. They weren't saving. They weren't doing this 175 mile per hour coast around the track. I guarantee you at the moment of impact, they were probably running somewhere in between 185 to 200 miles per hour going into turn 3. That was a very quick, sharp turn straight up into the wall. He didn't have time to slow down. There was no slowdown for Eric. As fast as that crash happened, it was boom, boom, boom. He's in the wall and he's coasting back down the track. We're lucky, and there's no reason to be pissed off at the injuries of this car, because in any other generation, some of these injuries may not have been as, I don't want to say any injury is severe, but these injuries could have been a whole lot more severe had we been in a Gen 4, a Gen 5, or a Gen 6. I mean, Chris Buescher's flip.
Dude,
that was pretty
fucking tire
brutal.
cut underneath it. Yeah, dude.
Ryan Preece's flip. That was pretty fucking brutal.
Hey, I'll just say real quick. Hey, all you guys that are popping in for the stream, appreciate you guys watching this. If you don't mind, drop us a like, drop us a whole big thing. You guys are blowing it up right now. It's like 10, almost 10:30 at night. You guys are sticking around.
Subscribe too while you're at it.
I appreciate y'all. Hit up Colby. I mean, thank you for Colby being out here. I'm not ending the show, but like still. But hey,
yeah. If you want to comment and talk along, then you'll have to come over to the YouTube side of things, unless you're a like Twitter premium person. But if you want to comment along, share your thoughts, YouTube is the place to do that. Facebook too. So appreciate everybody that's here. Viewership's insane for 2 hours into the show. We're right at 100. So that's fucking sick.
Chris Buescher.
Yeah, Chris Buescher's wreck was super fucking violent. Ryan Preece's crash, super fucking violent, right? These are like hard ass crashes. In any other series, those crashes, drivers don't walk away. So instead of being pissed about, once again, not to downplay the severity of injury, but to be up in arms over these minimal injuries when that same exact crash killed Dale Earnhardt 23 years ago, I think we need to acknowledge that this sport is dangerous. There is an inherent risk every single time these guys strap in. And that's what makes the sport so fucking insane and awesome, right? Is these guys are fucking daredevils. Every time they strap into those cars, they're putting their lives on the line to pursue their passion and to entertain the fans. And for people to pretend to be safety experts all of a sudden with this generation of car, I really wish most people would just shut the fuck up and quit.
Whoa.
Oh, I know. Just shut
Remember
the
last time you
fuck
said that?
up.
You remember last time you said that?
Yeah, cancel
what
me
happened?
again, dude. Cancel me again.
Ceasefire. Come in, ceasefire.
Steely Danica's going to come in here and read your
Ceasefire has
ass.
entered the chat.
We need to
Ceasefire's gonna be like,
acknowledge
oh, God.
that these cars, every time that a driver walks away, these cars are pretty fucking safe. Because I'll
Hey,
tell you now, if I were to
There's
roll
an
my
ad for Caitlin Clark.
Hey, shout out Caitlin.
Shout out
$28
Caitlin in her
million
shower.
Nike deal.
Shout out the shower.
$28 million Nike endorsement. Pretty fucking big.
Shout out the shower.
Hey, CTE ESPN, baby.
Hey, he even called it out. He was like, yo, y'all, that was fucked. He was like, mine is entertainment.
Hey,
So-
hey,
Did
hey.
he
But,
came back like
Yeah.
2
Nah.
seconds?
but he said he took back everything he said about Caitlin Clark, though. He took
Yeah,
back
he said-
everything.
yeah, she knows-
He saw the video. He said, fuck that. I was wrong. And he stopped.
No, wait. Was it actually Antonio Brown or was it his admin? There's a difference.
I don't think Antonio Brown has an admin anymore. I'm off that wagon. I think Antonio Brown runs his Twitter.
Well,
Hey,
I feel
yep,
like someone else has been running it, and then when DeMar Hamlin, when he made fun of DeMar Hamlin, like he broke character. Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I mean, drivers are always gonna bitch, right? They want the easiest. Drivers ultimately want the easiest, like, car to drive. At the end of the day, there is nobody who wants their job to be harder than it has to be. And if you tell me that you want that, you're lying through your teeth and you're fucking insane. Nobody's like, man, I hope my whole shift calls out today. Like, I want to work extra hard. Fuck no. I'm not a race car driver, so I don't know what it's like to be in those cars. But I'm not gonna like just sit around and pretend to be an expert on something when I clearly have no idea. And most of the people who are bitching about these cars are fans like from 2016 and now, right? These people don't understand the risk that this sport has. And thank God, and I hope it's something that we never have to experience again, but losing a driver in the series, like, that's a humbling moment. And that really puts it all into perspective for you to know how dangerous the sport is. So for somebody to be like, man, Eric Jones hit the wall head on at 200 miles per hour, he broke his back. These cars are fucking, like, just death contraptions. You're out of your mind. Insane. I have no fucking idea what you're talking about. And I rest my case.
Let's see Ozzy Vert say that, dude. You did a good job.
Yeah, dude, Icy Bert doesn't even fucking watch NASCAR anymore. He came in, cashed that bag, and dipped. I don't blame him. I'd do the same thing.
We all knew he would.
But yeah, so all that happens. Michael McDowell and Brad Keselowski looks like they're coming around. Michael Dow and Brad Keselowski, they're duking it
Where's
out.
Bailey? Does he need help?
Help.
Bailey's in bed.
Bailey did?
Yeah, Bailey's in bed.
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm just kidding. No.
So anyway, Jacob, talk me through how good it felt, feeling like Brad Keselowski was about to win.
2 second place finishes in a row. It's frustrating.
He was fucking there.
Wait, are you a
and
Brad
Bailey-
fan, Colby?
I've been a Brad fan since his Keith Coleman racing days.
The OG shit.
You are.
Me and Jacob were hugging each other on that last lap. We were sitting there waiting on it. I was like, come on.
Bailey and me shook hands and joined today honestly Cooper too. We were all three in agreement.
I was shaking hands because look, I had Josh, I had Noah up there, so I was like, all right, look, Fords will get together. We're kind of doing the RFK, the SHR thing. We're doing the whole thing together. I was like, all right, shit, dap you up, like.
Yeah, we were there. Michael McDowell throws a block. Michael Dow throws a block.
I want to talk. Can we acknowledge?
And
Michael
they should have
McDowell?
threw that fucking caution though as soon as he hit the wall, but they didn't. They let it ring out.
They let it run.
They let it run. That's why Reddick got the fucking win. It's bullshit.
Can we talk about McDowell and how aggressive and smart all of his blocking was up until that one moment? You can, and it's something I forget. I think it was probably Bailey that I kept saying it to. It was either Bailey or Coop, where I was like, you only get so many blocks, right? You only can block so many times.
Saying it to me.
Yeah, you only get so many of those before your second
this happens.
disaster. Yeah.
But
Joey
well,
is a case study of that.
When I watched McDowell, when I watched him come down and I saw him turn right, I remember the whole grandstands went silent. And me and Bailey were just like zoned in on Brad. And I watched Brad hit McDowell and get slowed down. And as I saw Tyler Reddick's jump man scheme just go past the start-finish line, I think for like 5 minutes after, me and Bailey were just in the grandstands going, fuck! fuck.
We
Like,
just stood there because we were like just standing there, just like in awe, because we were like,
he's there.
And Ford
dude.
fans.
He's there. And like honestly, as a Ford fan this year, it fucking sucks. Right? Like we're the only.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah,
Had one
bottom
you know,
fucking tier.
Yeah, it's not good, right? It's not good at all. But
How many
Which is
wins does
bad
Ford
because-
have in NASCAR?
I can't remember. Chevy's all time.
No, I'm
think-
talking about this season.
Zero.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Zero.
That's what I thought.
Oh,
I'm just
dude.
kidding. I couldn't
You
remember.
just love them cheating Toyotas, man. They're just cheating.
Dude, I
it
love
up.
my Toyota boys.
They went ahead and fucking nerfed the Ford Mustangs this year, so Toyota.
Hey,
and Chevy
please
could
tell
have a
us
chance.
if you're watching right now, who is your manufacturer? Are you Team Chevy, Toyota, Ford, etc.?
Pontiac, Dodge, Buick.
I miss Dodge and Pontiac. Dodge and Pontiac.
Yeah,
Let us know. I'm curious. Who do we got?
I don't know.
Hashtag
it was I saw Miguel go. I mean, because when he slung that wheel to fucking left in front of Brad, man, I knew some shit was gonna happen. Because he flung that fucking car across the track, and I was like, here we go.
Buick.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Here we go.
yeah, it sucked. But I mean,
Hell yeah.
Cody, I didn't really see you get as excited though when Reddick.
Dude, I was gutted, man. As a Bubba fan, I was just fucking gutted. I was stoked for Reddick. Reddick's one of my boys. I mean, I am a Yoda guy, right? So that was my first time seeing a Reddick win. It was sick, but I'm not gonna lie, dude. I was gutted for Bubba and I was gutted for Brad.
I was
Yes,
gutted
this-
for Barry.
So why are we pretending? I'm just curious. Why we're pretending this is Michael Jordan's first? Was this his first paint scheme to go into victory lane?
No, Bubba
No.
did it at Kansas.
And
And Kurt did too.
Kurt did too. And for
Oh
whatever
yeah,
reason,
Bubba's was the root insurance at
Yeah,
Kansas.
no,
I
but
lied. It was Kurt.
Kurt won.
Yeah.
Why are we pretending this is the first time Michael Jordan's in victory lane?
Was he at,
Because it was
at
the
the
first
track?
time Jordan was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan wasn't there for Kurt's Kansas win.
Sounds like a Michael Jordan problem.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
Dude, you should show up. You know, Jack Roush is still going to fucking races, and that dude's 100.
Jack Rouse is about a fucking breath away from death.
Hey, that man survived 2 plane crashes, bro.
It's a plane crash survivor, dude.
Yeah, dude.
2-time
Jack Rouse is
plane crash
fucking-
survivor.
He's a tank.
He's the cat, bro.
I just didn't understand. People were like, man, it's the first time a Jordan scheme was in victory lane. And I was like, it's not. It's not. It's not.
Yeah, no, it was just it. So what they were like inferring there was it was Jordan's first time in victory lane.
Oh.
Like,
Remember when we
Aaron,
saw
like,
his
Mr.
plane from the campsite?
Yeah, dude,
Dude.
that shit was sick.
Yeah.
When he
Yeah, his
flew in,
plane was sick, dude.
he's got that elephant print on it. Shout out Jordan. Dude, it'd be cool to be able to just fuck the environment and be able to fly a private jet wherever you want.
That's
to go.
when you know you're rich, dude.
Yeah.
you could
You're
burn
too
the
rich that
world.
you don't give a fuck about the environment at all. You're flying.
Yeah, like
PK.
Taylor Swift flying a plane to only like a 30-minute drive.
Yeah, dude.
Taylor Swift hates Earth.
She does.
Allegedly.
Taylor Swift is like a fucking chemical baby.
Allegedly. Taylor
Gladly.
Swift sends out cease and desists, boys. So allegedly.
She hates
She
AI
does
as well.
indeed. She does indeed.
Taylor Swift is an alien. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Taylor Swift.
We have a lot of Swiftie fans, so if y'all want to die on this hill, LTC
Colby,
does not
what's your
condone
stand?
as a brand.
How do you feel about Taylor Swift?
Annoying.
Here,
as
I'll give
fuck.
you a rating scale. Thumb
Colby,
up,
Colby's
thumb
ready
medium,
for the smoke.
thumb down.
Thank you.
Where do you rate
Thank
it?
you.
Oh, 2
down.
thumbs down.
Double down. Okay,
LTC as a brand does not endorse any of the statements being made now. LTC as a whole is a ally of the Swiftie army.
Wow. No.
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Not
we're
even
not.
close.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
You are, of course.
Dude, her new album's fucking good. Jacob was giving me shit for it on the way down to Dega.
Yeah,
Dude, my little
I'm
sister's
getting ready
like a-
to prove my point. As a matter of
Cody's
fact.
My little
texting Vince
sister
right
was a
now. He's like,
diehard
get on the
Swiftie.
stream,
She
get on the
thought that
stream, get
album
on the
was
stream.
boring, bro.
Martin, are you not a T-Swizzle fan?
Good, he shouldn't be.
Hey, please
You
let us
want to
know.
get
Are
me
you
a good
Swiftie?
woman singer? Give me Joan Jett. I'll listen to that girl all day.
Joan Jett.
She might,
Wow.
she might be old
I
as
saw her
fuck, but
live.
she is still hot.
Hey,
Maybe
Megan
not so
Maroney,
well.
bro.
Here's a lyric. Here's a lyric, dude. This is a new song. I think this is just the most insane out of pocket shit I've ever heard in my life.
I think I know which one you're talking about. I think I know which one you're talking about.
Dude, we wish
Probably.
we wish we could have lived instead of this. I'd say the 1830s, but without all the racists. What the fuck, dude? The song's not even anything. It's just random. It's just random as hell.
And her line about Grand Theft Auto.
Play Grand Theft Auto, drink Dr. Thunder. That's what it sounds like. Just reminiscing.
What the fuck?
Joan Jett, Tina Turner, and Whitney over Taylor. Martin, you are putting a target on your back, dude. I will go toe to toe with any fan base there is. I do not fuck with Swifties, bro. Those people are relentless. They will dox me.
The fucking Meat Canyon, bro. He got. Damn.
Dude, shout out Meat Canyon.
I do listen. Hey, Slaughterbots. Shout out Slaughterbots. Big up Slaughterbots, dude.
So Tyler Reddick wins the race,
Slaughterbox is good.
locks himself in to the playoffs for sure.
A fight broke out after Reddick won.
Hold it, wait, Colby.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You threw your finger up.
I did want to mention a couple of topics I want to get your about. First off, how was it seeing Get Loud for McLeod lead laps and run top 5 for pretty much the first stage?
Bailey, this is you.
BJ.
BJ.
Oh, I had no idea what you're talking about, to be fair. I got pretty excited, I ain't gonna lie, because I didn't see it coming. You know, I made a lot of jokes about it last week, but you know, that's just me as just a little BJ supporter I am. But it made me feel good. I was actually gonna wear my BJ pit shirt to the race. I really did think about it, but I'm kind of glad I didn't because the motherfucker ran out of fuel. But
Well, he didn't run out of fuel. He lost pressure.
Oh well, even better.
Yeah, I know.
To my point. But
I
I thought Chase Elliott dumped him, and when he did,
No.
I was about to lose my shit. But
I
it
was
felt
going to
good.
lose my shit too.
It felt good. I'm not actually like a BJ fan, but I just like I like being the outcast.
I feel like you are a BJ fan at this point.
Die hard BJ fan.
BJ's hard to hate. I'll say that. So it was pretty cool to see the car, the little basic ass black car, lead some laps.
You gonna vote for him in the All-Star race?
Already have.
Can you vote for him?
Yes.
Yeah, you can if he's
I didn't
entered.
know. I didn't know.
Bailey's about
The
to
rule-
cast 300,000 votes for him.
I think. Wait, can you only vote like one time?
Nope. Because I did it a lot last year for Noah.
Left turn cult should help BJ get into the All-Star race.
We should
Yeah, so-
sponsor BJ
We're announcing
at the
the
All-Star.
we're announcing the campaign here. BJ, we all want a BJ at the All-Star race. Hashtag BJ at All-Star race.
You want a BJ at the All-Star?
All-Star
race.
BJs.
All-Star Beach.
Yeah, any team that attempted the Daytona 500 is eligible for the fan vote that's not already locked in. So, like for instance, Carl Long, Timmy Hill. That's why he's not on the list.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So what? David
Carl
Reagan
was-
is David Reagan on there?
It's the team, not so. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
necessarily the driver.
Oh,
Well, I
okay.
would assume the driver too. I guess so. I think if Yaley's gonna run, I think Yaley could be in there. I don't know. But also I wanted to talk about. Is the 170? Did you guys notice it from the stands that they were going 175? You don't notice
No,
it from the
I'll-
stands
no.
because I feel like I
shit
could
in
notice it on
person is
TV.
incredible. That shit in person is absolutely incredible.
I'm gonna say I noticed.
You could tell they were saving by the way they were
You
like.
could
You
tell-
could tell the
yeah.
front pack was lined up, and you could tell like Blaney was just chilling in the back the whole time. Like you can tell those like they were just saving the whole time.
Yeah, and
I
Kyle was on the radio, said he was only running like 20% throttle on the corners.
Did it get
And see-
repetitive at some points though?
Yeah, like the last
Near the like
few laps of the
before the
stadium.
pit cycle. Before
There
the
were
pit cycle too.
there were 70 plus lead changes.
I mean, you look at that statistic though. Was it fun lead changes or was it lead changes for the sake of lead changes? I feel
It
like
was
that statistic
lead
can be a
changes.
little.
It was just like one line worked better than the other. Like Anthony,
Yeah,
Alfredo
you
took
know.
the lead for a couple laps. I mean, just because he was leading the pack. Like BJ took the lead because he was leading the outside pack the whole time. It was just like back and forth, like another
here's my
pack came out of
thing
nowhere.
with the saving thing. The drivers that are bitching about how everybody's saving, run harder.
Well, Brad and Michael did, and that's when
Yeah.
the race got the
That's why John Hunter led so many laps because he wasn't saving. I think he was just going.
Yeah,
he was just
run
going and he
harder.
led so many laps and he was just at it. But I mean, fuck him, of course. But
I think there should definitely be a rule. I don't think we should. I think the package is fine. I enjoy the 3 wide. Like the 3 wide is fucking awesome, no matter how you. But I think there should definitely be a rule, no sandbagging. Like you should be full throttle.
Well, I mean, they could fix it by adding.
There already is a no sandbagging rule if you think about it.
Yeah, really, there is. Yeah,
100% rule.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an easy solution. NASCAR will never do it, but all they need to do is just change the lap distances in the stages, and that resolves the issue.
Nope,
immediately.
just get rid of stages altogether.
Stage, you can keep the stages, get the cautions out. If you want to keep I've said that for the longest time. We don't need to get rid of the stages. Just get rid of the cautions. We are so past the point of stage cautions. Okay,
You're preaching.
I don't care.
bro.
I don't care if it goes flag to flag at this point. Personally, I enjoy flag to flag races. Green flag pit stops are so much fun. We don't need cautions anymore. And for God forbid, it's so goddamn annoying. And of course, we're going to start it on road courses, and we picked the worst year to do it.
I was telling David the other day, I think that if we're going to do cautions, take away all stage breaks, no stage breaks, do a comp caution, lap 50 or 100. That's it. After that, a race goes on.
I would take that too.
Yeah,
I love keeping the stages just because that's gonna raise the intensity because people do want those stage points. So
yeah, keep the points.
I understand that need of the stage cautions.
Yeah, keep the points. I'm okay
when
with
we were
that.
growing up, like the middle of the race truly meant nothing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it really didn't. Now, we have 3 different opportunities throughout each race for drivers to earn points. So the intensity does raise. You feel that tension racing with about 10 to go to the stage break. You feel that tension raise no matter what track you go to because guys are like, okay, now's the time to start shuffling and moving. If they had that and then they knew that they were going to stay green afterwards and there was no, caution coming up to save the day, nobody's going to be doing this dumb saving shit. But I will personally say, out of all this super speedway races that I've seen over the last 2 seasons, which specifically, the saving thing kind of came more towards, I guess, was Daytona the first time we really saw this like new saving strategy?
Yeah.
When AJ Allmendinger by himself was running down the whole pack.
Yeah, that's when we first started to see it. I mean, there's such an easy, simple solution to it. But of course, we're gonna scratch our heads and have our thumbs up our asses trying to figure out a solution. Just either kill the stage cautions or just change the stage distances.
10 stages.
Dude, that works too. And cut
No, that was a joke.
Then cut the points in half.
I know.
But anyway, standing in the stands, yeah, on TV it might not look the greatest. I disagree. But from the perspective of the stands, I cannot tell if they're running 200 miles per hour or 175 when they're bunched up in a big-ass group. I enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoy the close pack racing.
As long as they're not in a single file line, I really don't care.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you, Dalton.
True.
100%. When the Xfinity race went into that long-ass train run, dude, I wanted to jump off of the fucking back of the stands.
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to, because we all bitched about it 3 years ago when they were running trains, and now we're mad because they're running in a pack. And this is NASCAR fan behavior. We don't know what the fuck we want. We just want to bitch.
I'm going to be honest with you. I would rather them run 100% in a fucking line. Because I got more bored during the Cup race than I did during the Xfinity.
He is doing the Cody thing, Cooper.
I know he is.
He is totally doing that Cody thing there.
No.
There's no way somebody's like, fuck yeah, I love single file.
Yeah, you Texas
I love
Terry hater.
single file racing.
Why? What about it does it for you?
That
it's
was the worst take that has ever been said on this fucking podcast.
Jacob's got 2 tonight.
That's crazy.
New record.
That's crazy that you think my 2 takes that I gave tonight is worse than Parv saying that Timmy. It's no offense. I love Timmy, but Parv said Timmy Hill was going to win Texas.
I mean, if you like watching single file racing, that's like saying you like watching F1 every weekend.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do.
I mean,
I love watching everyone.
Yeah, you
That
F1
was the worst take that has ever been said on this fucking podcast.
Yeah, Jacob, you F1 love and Texas Terry Hayden.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jacob, change your background, dude. Go.
I think
Go
Toyota
rivet
has done
in your
more for
fucking pond
NASCAR
with your
than
other frog
Chevrolet ever
buddies. Wait, what'd he say?
What?
Huh?
What'd you say?
I missed something.
Hit the button, dude. Hit the
I
fucking-
didn't even hear you.
I think Toyota has done more for NASCAR than Chevrolet ever has.
I don't think that's wrong.
Roush is back.
I can't.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. That's actually a very fair statement, honestly. I as much as I'm not even kidding. That as much as I disagree, I also agree with that. With how much success they brought in.
Yeah, dude. See, I'm right about most things.
Ah,
Cody and everybody else is just hating.
I don't know about that one, dude.
See, I can see where I would disagree with that, but at the same time, that's not exactly untrue either.
Hey, Colby.
What?
That was the worst take that has ever been said on this fucking podcast.
Colby got God.
Come on.
Colby got God.
Come on. Is
Hey,
he
we've
wrong?
been
Is he
over
really
100.
wrong?
We're over 100. God
100
damn, you
viewers.
motherfuckers.
Let's go. Let's go.
Jesus. Hey,
Um,
if you're not subscribed, subscribe. Drop it in YouTube, the Facebook, the Twitter, at Left Turn Cole. Hit a thumbs up. We only got 3. That's fucking dumb. And look, I can see who did it. It's me, your mom, and Philip. So give me more.
So those are Facebook likes there specifically.
My headset
A lot
is
of y'all
falling apart.
motherfuckers are watching on X right now. You should get over
Yeah.
to YouTube. You guys can comment. We can actually see that you guys are talking.
Yeah.
Dakota, yeah, we're still live. Yeah, we're fucking kicking it, bro. So
This fucking thing is falling apart on me.
So
Yeah,
Tyler
we're
Reddick wins,
total
locked
bitches.
himself in. Shout out 2311 and Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin.
Tyler Reddick, yeah.
Dude, can we talk about Denny's Instagram post where he said, "Even when I lose, I win"? Bro, that shit's so fucking hard. Even when I lose, I still win. Denny Hamlin is that fucking guy, dude.
Hey,
I
give him a
love Denny
championship.
It needs to be.
Oh, Colby, you don't have to dig that low, bro.
Hey, my guy's got 2.
Your driver did win, Dakota. Your driver did win. The crowd won.
The crowd,
Sweetwater won.
It's Sweetwater.
Actually, question for you guys: did you guys see LaJoy on his side, or did you miss that?
Based on where we were setting, we couldn't really
I saw it.
see. Did you see it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he went Oz when he was on the side.
Like he
Dalton had his
landed like
binoculars out.
he landed on all
didn't
4
care.
wheels
I
like
was
right in
just
front
looking
of
for
us.
Barry. I was looking for Barry. Where is your beer?
Yeah, where's your beer?
Where's your beer?
Somebody else
Probably
is
at some
wearing
Boy
it.
Scouts right now.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out those boys.
Dude. Oh my god. Bailey, listen, I am rare to be embarrassed. It is great to embarrass me. I have no public shame. You can do whatever, say whatever. Bailey had me sunk down into my fucking seat on Sunday, bro. There were just these like I don't even
Come
know.
here, Bailey. Bailey, come here. Get down here. Get down here, Bailey. We'll
What?
demonstrate. Come here.
No, I am not doing that shit. I'm sorry.
Do the
No,
back thing. Do the back
I'm not. No, that's fucking weird, dog. I thought it was weird. I'm gonna do it on the fucking podcast.
Okay, so these kids were
Wait.
like acting like
Wait, hang on.
no,
hang on.
you can't show them.
Yes, I can.
No,
There's
you can't.
face.
No, you can't.
No face.
No,
Fuck.
you cannot.
No,
Kids, allegedly.
They were definitely kids. They
Dude,
were
I
being
got the
really.
video from. Hey, shout out Travis. Travis sent me the video allegedly.
What's up, Luna?
Hi, Luna.
Hey, Luna.
hey,
Hey,
So
Luna.
these kids were being just super fucking weird, dude. Like I
They were,
just
like,
don't know how
rubbing
to say it
faces.
other than that. They were like it was just two bros, like two Boy Scout bros, dude, and they're like talking nose to nose
and they
and
were
like
kissing.
drawing on each other's faces and like
They were kissing.
it was just weird. So I was sitting there just like recording it because I was like sending it to Summer and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on here.
And
And
I got Bailey and Travis behind me, and they're like, "Fucking Yeah, I can't say it. Never mind. Okay. all right, I'll take it back. All right,
So anyway,
I take that
Cooper
back. Hey,
got
good save,
embarrassed.
good save.
I've never seen Cooper get embarrassed either because Cooper turned around to Bailey and was like, "Yeah, he's
The
fucking
fucking
looking
guy
at
in
me."
front of me kept looking back, and he was pissed. I was like, "Hey, look, all right, you got to cut it, Bailey. Like, y'all are talking so loud. This guy's
And I
looking at
didn't.
me."
And I didn't.
thank you, Luna. I'm glad we have a fan.
Hey, Luna,
Luna's our fan base.
you gotta do
Enjoy
your
my new
hand.
Shatter's
Do your
hat.
hand, girl. Do your thing.
So anyway, I'm recording like these kids being super weird, and Bailey just
Hey,
out of
hold on.
fucking nowhere, dude. He's like, "Hey, this guy's recording kids, you fucking freak!" And like immediately, all I do is just like hit stop, and like I sink into my seat.
Do you have the video?
Yeah, I do. You can hear him start too when I hit stop. It's in our album.
Oh god.
But yeah, so Bailey
album.
definitely silenced me. Another funny ass thing about
Get an
this
iPhone, Jacob, and you can see it.
Yeah, you're not allowed to have the other guy.
what Coop?
Jacob doesn't have an iPhone, so he can't have the album.
I know, exactly. Bailey this weekend had us all fucking dying with his help. At any given point when you're watching Bailey, he's a lot
Dude,
more.
motherfucker doesn't
Bailey,
All those people looking at him.
give us an example.
All those people looking at him and Travis. We were leaving the Xfinity race.
I got our buddy Travis to hold my arm. I said, "Hey, hold my arm." He's like, "Wow." I like just hold it, and I started fucking screaming help at the top of my lungs.
Dude, you done that shit to me going down the steps. I didn't even know what you were going to do. And he said, "Jacob, hold
Dude.
my arm." And I went, "Okay." Grab
Dude.
on. Like, I so much as grabbed him, and he just goes, "Help! Help! Somebody fucking
No,
help
the
me."
funniest part was when Bailey was when Travis was holding Bailey's arm, leaving the Xfinity race, and Bailey's yelling, "Help! Help! Someone help me!" And then Travis goes like, "Shut up."
Yeah, he yells, "Shut up!" and keeps fucking dragging me. And then through the campsite, I kept yelling, "Boy Scouts, Boy Scouts, Boy Scouts." So every time we passed the Boy Scouts, I just yell, "Boy Scouts, Boy Scouts."
What's up, brother?
God.
Yeah.
It was a
What's
fun
up, bro?
weekend. Wouldn't take it back. My Eagles are on the clock right now.
Love seeing you,
I know, I'm
Dakota.
watching him.
So anyway, yeah, Martin, shenanigans most certainly were had. There was a fucking fight in our section. Some dipshit threw a fucking beer can when Tyler Reddick won.
Mhm.
And there was
It
a
Immature.
was no
whole
more than
fucking
15
brawl.
15
I
feet
saw-
away from the fight the entire time, dude.
Motherfucker, it started raining foam on me and Cooper, and we were like, "What the fuck?" And then you see a
Yeah.
group of
Not
you
good
see-
in
you see- you see
Bailey
a
throwing
gaggle
fucking
of people.
peanuts at people.
I threw one single fucking peanut.
Dude, your
One.
peanut
No, it was
planted
more
the
than that.
fucking seed.
It
Those
was not.
people Would
It was
not.
not.
Have
It was
been as
one.
mad.
I promise. I
Those
swear to
people
God,
would not
it
have
was
been
one.
as mad
It
if
was
they wouldn't
one.
have gotten hit by that one fucking peanut.
It was one single fucking peanut that Jordan handed me because it was black and it was fucking roasted to shit. And he was like, "Here you go." I said, "Why the fuck do I want this?" And just chucked it.
Yeah, no, we talked
Peanuts
about
of
this on the
color,
way
so we
home.
throw it. Okay, I see.
You
All
started
right.
it, Bailey.
Allegedly.
You planted
Bailey.
the seed.
No, I threw the motherfucker. I threw the motherfucker. There ain't no
So
allegedly
there was
threw
a
it.
fight. The fight breaks out, and I see it pop off, and I'm like, "Fuck this! I'm out of here." So then we all dipped.
I stayed.
Straight up, bro. I did.
I stayed and watched.
I'm not. No, fuck fighting.
No, I stood back and got that video. I had to get my content, baby.
Yeah, you did. I respect it. I didn't
on
want to see.
business.
I didn't want to see. Listen, I am like pretty metal when it comes to like jokes and shit, but I do not like physical altercations. I hate them. Everything
they're
about it.
Keyboard warrior.
Dude,
Admin,
I am a keyboard warrior.
admin on Left Turn Cult said that everybody hugged. Is that true?
I'm not admin, bro. I can't. I don't know.
Who hugged?
So admin said everybody hugged and walked away.
Who is
That's what
admin?
was-
Is that audio guy John?
Oh no.
Whoever has the login. I will say the Bristol race was definitely fucking me, but I got banned from controlling the Twitter after that, so
Yeah,
admin
dude.
took over.
Yeah.
That is true.
But anyway, yeah, Tyler Reddick wins. There's a fight because some dipshit ass fan throws his fucking beer, dude. You know what the funniest thing is though? How the person who threw their can of beer is just standing like 30 feet away from the
50.
fucking fight, dude.
Devin just sitting there smiling, adjusting his hat, dude.
It was when I saw that clip where I was like, okay, so this shit was actually funny. But on up until then, dude, I was fucking livid. I'm like, we can't fucking go anywhere, dude, and just act like civilized humans. But anyway, so it all worked out. Nobody got hurt. Nobody went. Well, people definitely got hurt.
Dude, people definitely.
There was definitely some injuries. Nobody went to
definitely
jail,
got
and that's
fucking
the
hurt,
W, right? That's the W.
woman
But
did
we're
get her
going to
ass
Dover this weekend, boys. What do you say we give a couple? Let's give our thought on Dover, and then we'll do our picks, and then we'll be out of your hair. This has been a long ass episode. Colby, thank you for hanging in there the whole time, dude. This has been a fun one.
Fuck Chase.
Yeah, it's been fun.
All right, so Dover. One at a time. I'll start. I want everybody to just tell me your thoughts on Dover. I'll go first. Dover is just big Bristol, which means it's just going to be big bad.
Dover's one of the best tracks NASCAR visits. Everybody just doesn't want to admit it.
Doesn't
Colby,
necessarily produce the best racing product. It has its moments. The drivers love it. It has, like I said, it has its moments for me, but not one of my favorite tracks.
Dover, garbage racetrack, but the best trophy in NASCAR.
Shout out Miles.
I do agree with that. It has a really good trophy, and it's one of my favorite tracks to run in Heat 5. So I personally like it. But yeah.
Did you know you can get? Wait, real quick. Did you know you can get the Miles Monster action figures on Dover's website?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually kind of want to get one.
I want to get one too.
Jimmy Johnson's overrated. He's washed. He's not going to do well at the track this weekend, but I will say previous winner Josh Berry is going to go out and dominate. Dover sucks, but I want to see Josh Berry win, so go for it.
Okay. Xfinity Series picks.
They're making the pick right now.
Huh?
Eagles are making a pick right now.
Yeah, I'm watching the live feed. The live NFL updates. Xfinity Series. You know what?
Is there anyone in for Xfinity this week though? Is there anyone's like special? I know.
Cash for cash.
Yeah, Carson.
I know 20 is Carson, and Truex. I know there's only 2, but is there anyone else?
What is Carson running?
88.
Okay. Ooh. You know what? Based on that information, I'm gonna go Carson Hocevar.
No, not Hocevar. Quapple.
Carson Kvapil.
Oh, fuck that then. Never mind. I take it back. You know what? I think he's finally gonna redeem himself after like a bunch of shit luck. The number 7's gonna find victory.
Okay, so also we have the 42's running again, so Leland Honeyman. We got who else? Caden Honeycutt's running. David Starr. JJ Yaley. Chad Fincham. Daniel Dye.
Oh, Chad Fincham.
Knoxville boy.
Yep.
I'm going Ron Truex.
Kingsport Speedway champion.
Quinyon Mitchell from Toledo.
We need a corner. I'll take it.
Y'all need anything defense.
Facts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go oddball here. Honestly, he's at a lot of speed. From what I've noticed, I'm gonna go Anthony Alfredo.
Bad.
Wrong. Truex wins it. Go 20. He won it last year. He's gonna win it again. Go 20.
I hope.
I'll take Truex.
Cody.
I already picked.
Oh well.
I went Alliger.
Well, there's gonna be nothing fancy about this pick. I'm going with Austin Hill, baby. That paint scheme.
We love you, Luna.
Love you.
You're a
Luna.
rock star.
Enjoyed my Cheddar's hat.
Yes.
For Cup this week, all we have is Kaz, which isn't really anything
And
special.
Jimmy.
But
Oh, and Jimmy.
Kaz, Jimmy, and whoever's running the 42, I forgot who it was.
Who's running the 15?
Corey Heim is in the 42.
Kaz.
Yeah, it's in the 15. Okay.
My underdog is going to be Jimmy Johnson.
No.
Honestly, I like that. This is if
Nope.
there's one place where Jimmy's gonna go out and show out, it would be Dover.
Dover. Yeah.
I'm gonna say, are we doing underdog right now?
Yeah.
Underdog. I want to say Bowman.
Okay. Colby, real quick, Bailey, I'll let you finish this. I just want to get this out while it's on the tip of my tongue. The way we do our underdogs is they're yet to win this season and they missed the playoffs last year.
Oh, I gotta go check then.
Wait a
Like I said,
minute.
Underdog, I'm gonna say Bowman, and then main pick, short track. I want to say fuck it and go different. I feel like he's due for it. It'd be Bubba.
I'm gonna go underdog the 19
Didn't he make the playoffs though?
because the 19 didn't make the playoffs.
That's true. He didn't. He didn't.
It was a battle. I'm gonna go 19 as an underdog. Main pick 4.
Martin, can you DM me a picture of that on Twitter if you can? I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you mean the 19 didn't make the playoffs?
Oh yeah, he did. He got eliminated first round in Bristol. He got eliminated in Bristol with Harvick.
He was 6th in points.
Yeah.
I think he was. Like
No
he was like
way.
5th or
All
6th
right.
in
I was
points.
thinking 2 years ago where it was the
Yeah.
battle. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, him and
where it was
Blaney.
Him and Blaney. I was thinking that was last year. Okay. No,
Yeah, because remember,
no,
Truex had such the incredible regular season that he was able to coast to like the
he
second
was
round
dominant.
of the playoffs.
Yep, you're right. Okay. I'm still sticking with 4 as the main. Give me Justin Haley for the underdog.
I don't hate that.
Give me Haley. Haley likes his short tracks. And if it's anything like Bristol, which it will be, then Haley's going to do well. So give me the 51.
I'll go next. Cooper, you're gonna like this underdog, I think. Dude looks like a fucking stud, dude. For the last month, he is a tried and true short track racer. He's had a lot of success in his life in short tracks, and he's still kind of new to the Cup Series. None other than the 4 of Josh Berry is a
Talking about this one,
solid underdog to grab.
You can't even see it.
Primary
know.
pick, though.
Dude, if the 4 wins, I'm going to pull an RJ. I'm going to dump shit on my head. I swear to fuck.
Primary
God, I'm gonna do an
pick.
RJ video.
I mean, you can't bet against this team when we go to Dover. And this guy's just lights out. He's a fucking monster. Willie B is going to get his 4th win of the season this weekend.
Colby, who you got, brother?
Oh God, hang on a second. Who's on the entry list again? Is hang on,
Kaz,
let me
Jimmy,
image-
and Heim.
Time time.
Heim's running the 42. Jimmy's, of course,
For
running the
my
84.
under
Kaz
for
is
an
running the
underdog. Now let's see here for an underdog pick. Okay, well, give me AJ Allmendinger for the underdog.
Let's go pick.
Because he's the only outside of SVG, he's the only one that's actually bringing something to colleague right now. No disrespect to Josh Williams. And if I were to give a main winners pick, I got to go with True. I think it's going to be a Truex sweep for the weekend.
Good.
Oh, another
like
one. Here's a question. Do we race Sunday or Monday?
Monday.
If it's Monday, that means Truex is winning again.
That is
Yep.
true.
Marvelous
is this
Martin
supposed
on
to rain?
Mondays.
Is
I
it supposed to
mean,
rain?
it's Dover, so probably.
Okay.
I don't think so, actually. I think it's supposed to be clear this weekend.
What's up, Big
Okay.
Glenn? Thanks for stopping by, buddy.
What's up,
My
dog?
main pick. Chevrolet is going to win it. It's not going
No,
to be.
it's clear as shit. It's supposed to be almost 80 degrees Sunday.
Oh, sick.
Good.
It's not going to be Hendrick. It's going to be RCR.
If you see Austin Dillon, I swear to God.
If Dalton was in here, he'd be happy, but Dalton's shit is messed up.
It is going to be Austin Dillon.
That was the worst take that has ever been said on this fucking podcast.
Thank you. Thank you. I was going to say that.
That's 5.
Austin Dillon. He's going to win.
Win.
And
Win
that-
the
and that's-
battle of the garage.
He's going to win.
Who
is
is,
that-
your
is that-
underdog?
My underdog,
You said Jimmy, didn't you?
Jimmy Johnson. Yeah.
What,
What
I mean,
the
shouldn't
fuck?
Austin Dillon be his underdog? He got 2 underdogs this week.
Yeah, dude. Austin Dillon's going to win. Guaranteed
Buddy.
top 10.
Yeah, bro, we could probably get that to work. What's up, buddy? Welcome back. You there, Dalton?
Dude, I don't know what happened, but I guess I'm back. Can y'all hear me?
Mhm.
Okay.
No.
All right, so did everybody go?
Do you want to hear Jacob's picks?
Please.
My underdog was Ty Gibbs, and my my main pick was my underdog was Jimmy Johnson, and my main pick is Austin Dillon. I'm picking your team, dude.
Okay.
Don't like
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Dalton's ready to get a demolished car back to the shop.
No.
I hope
All
they
right, so
race on
my-
Saturday so Dalton has to fly to Dover.
Are you wrapping Austin's car? Because you have some pretty good luck with that. Are you
Three
wrapping?
cars gonna walk
Already
in
did.
fucking limping.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Austin Dillon's gonna win.
Dalton's just like,
Dalton's
yeah,
got that magic touch, bro.
already wrapped it.
I did Dylan's and Kyle's, so.
Yeah, I did Dale's and Kyle's.
All right. My
Dalton
underdog.
actually just he cut the vinyl and put it in the trash.
Yeah.
I wrapped it.
No, I wrapped the whole thing, bro.
Put
He
the,
just-
put the Cup Series sticker on it.
Underdog.
He just held the heat gun the
Underdog.
whole time. He just held the heat.
Underdog. Underdog.
Who?
Underdog.
Under
I'm trying
who?
to pick.
Who is it?
I don't.
Yeah, who is it?
I don't know. Hold on.
He's got to mute himself to look for his underdog.
Stop muting my mic.
He's got to
Stop.
turn the radio down so he can see. Bro.
Sorry, Daltina.
He's got to turn his noisemaker off.
All right, Dalton, who's your underdog, bud?
Okay, y'all don't want me to pick my underdog, so just fine. Go ahead.
All right then, get the fuck out of the show then. If you're not gonna talk, goddamn. Jesus, you're fucking wasting time.
What's your underdog, Dalton?
Cooper, I thought we
Daltina.
said we're done name changes, dude.
I should
you're
ban
pissing me off.
him from the studio.
Please
I should
don't.
do the ban to him.
Please don't. Dalton, who's your fucking underdog?
No, you guys don't care about me. Fine.
I care.
You're such a fucking
Oh,
big
my
girl.
God, dude.
I
Give
care.
it to me attention. Chairgating does. That's why I stay at their camp.
See, this guy right here is why I hate the show.
Dalton, just go ahead and pick
leave.
as your underdog Austin Dillon. Pick your main as Kyle Busch.
Okay, underdog BJ McGlad. I don't know.
You said BJ?
Yes,
Is he even
He's not in the race.
he's my underdog. Main
Okay.
pick, Hard Trick Jr.
Great.
I wonder
Awesome.
why that
I'm
did.
glad it
Gosh.
took 20 minutes to get that out.
That's the
One
worst
guy's
fucking
not even
thing
driving.
that's ever been said on this podcast. How did that not get that video?
Jimmy was like plus 25,000.
Here you go, Dalton.
Those were the days, bro.
Yeah, you wonder why I don't hang out with y'all.
Oh, shots fired.
Okay.
Shots fired.
I have my reasons.
Good.
So we're headed to Dover. Whether you love it or hate it, we have NASCAR this weekend, and that is never a bad thing. So buckle up. We'll be back on Monday. We should be back to our regularly scheduled programming. Y'all got anything to add?
I do. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah. Colby, thank you for being on.
No problem. And I definitely, I don't know if it'll be in the fall, but I definitely need to go to Talladega with y'all.
Yeah, man.
We'll show you.
Oh,
a good
dude.
time, bro.
Yeah.
Shout some stuff out. I know you've been on here before, but like shout yourself out again.
Yeah. Give everybody a reminder of who you are, where they can find you, follow you along.
So yeah, I'm Colby Evans. I'm an aspiring ARCA driver. And go follow me on Twitter at Startin' Park Car. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Colby Evans Racing. I'll definitely be on here probably a couple more times, and hopefully I'm hanging out with these crazy motherfuckers. Probably not Talladega this fall because I don't have the money, but probably Talladega next spring.
You'll find us there. And anybody who's here on YouTube, you could go down in the description and you can find Colby's YouTube and Twitter. So you could just follow those links to link up with Colby. Colby's a good guy. Like I said before we brought him in, he's a longtime friend of the show. He is among our Mount Rushmore, I think, for the amount of times that people have appeared on this show. He's up there with the best of them. Anytime
Like
Colby
Bailey?
ever wants to come on, he
Yeah,
knows
besides
he's more
me.
than welcome. Yeah, Bailey's an OG special guest.
Permanent special guest.
Yeah, actually, since we bring it up,
Yeah, we need to talk about that.
Bailey, you've been a permanent fixture in LTC as a guest for The whole season so far, right? You've
Yes.
not missed an episode, I don't think.
I missed one. It was after the Bob stuff because I took a little hiatus due to
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah,
social
you did
presence on the media.
The Gaza
Yeah.
Strip got to you too.
Steely Danica got the best of me.
Steely Dan.
Now you know what Aaron was going through when he lit himself on fire in the name of peace.
God
I'll say
damn.
it, dude. I'll say it.
Fuck.
So on that note,
He's saying
it happened, dude. It's history now.
That is. Well, no, like South Park says, it has to be 21 years before you can make a joke about it.
It's been 21 days, and it's fair game for me.
This way.
It was fair game for me 21 seconds after it went viral. So I'm glad that he was able to stop the war by catching himself on fire, and get some retweets out of that.
Free Palestine.
The war's still going. Free Israel, because you said that I have to balance it, dude. We have to fucking stay balanced and neutral.
Do you
anyway.
actually do you know what it's like out like in Israel and Palestine right now? I had someone send me a clip. Actually, this is what it sounds like out there. Anyways, you can continue now.
Bailey, I think it's time, buddy, that we formally initiate you into the cult. I think it's fair. The time is here. We have a new member, so I guess I need to get the socials fixed. Bailey, welcome to the cult.
Thank you.
Wait,
Official.
Harv, you've been replaced.
Nice to be here. His
yes,
Dalton's
you've
going to
been replaced.
chairgate.
Boys, at ease. Hats off. It's time, all right? One is in, one is out. Moment of silence.
Who's out?
He's going to chairgating, so
He's taking his talents to South Beach. No, he left.
Bro,
He
left.
actually left.
He's out.
Dalton, come back, please. Anyway,
Great.
it has been an episode.
He's gonna go unfollow LTC on Twitter.
He's not gonna unfollow me. Me and Dalton are still friends. Anyway, yeah, thanks y'all for tuning in. Viewership's been incredible today. Pretty insane, to be honest. So thanks everybody for that. If you're not already following us, Twitter.
your mic cut out.
do what?
Instagram,
There we go.
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, at Left Turn Cult. You can find us there. The Discord is always free for everybody to come and hang out in, bro. So make sure you do that. Colby, as always, dude, it's a pleasure having you on. Thanks for coming on and talking to us.
No problem.
Yeah, dude, I love your insight when it comes to ARCA, and now you're able to give us like a totally different perspective, like a true. You already had an inside perspective, but now you have like an inside perspective. So I do appreciate that. Obviously, want to have you back on. Regardless of how Iowa pans out, definitely want you back on post Iowa just to hear how that went.
For sure.
Yeah, dude, I guess LTC is outie for this week. I don't really have an outro video for us, but I just want to thank everybody for following along. We got a shit ton of followers over the weekend too. Usually that kind of happens with every race that we end up at. Viewership and followers usually are up, so I appreciate that. Lets us know that we're putting out content that people actually like. So I love that. Appreciate all the new followers. Does anybody have any parting words before we go?
Nice to be officially initiated. I'll say that. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Jacob's fucking dying up there. See, this is what it was like in Bristol. Whenever he was sitting there and you guys tweeted that out, he was sitting there doing that the whole time. He was just laughing like that. He was just right after Cody tweeted that shit. That's what you were doing. You were sitting there just laughing, then you stop, and then like a minute later you go back to it, and then you're just.
It was so funny. I thought that was the funniest shit. I stand by.
But yeah.
All right, fellas. Godspeed. We'll see you guys. Shout out Momo. Shout out Momo. We'll see you guys on Monday. Make sure you stay tuned to Twitter or YouTube. The interview from Fireball Bucket Hat guy is coming. It was pretty fucking funny. I rewatched it and like died laughing. That guy was a fucking character, bro.
I should just be the cameraman from now on.
That honestly, dude, your cinematography was incredible. You captured all of the important moments. But yeah, dude, LTC Audi. We'll see you guys Monday. LTC for life, for real.